jamming out, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is my oldest child's song right here. There.
Eventually, when I have that new board, though, it'll all be program. I'll be able to push a button. Joey's in the house. I'll be able to push a button. Us in the house.
Oh my God.
And everybody, of course, we're live on the broadcast. That's probably been going on for a couple of minutes. I've got way too much going on. Did I
I gotta
cuss?
get used to that.
I didn't cuss, did I?
I don't think so.
Yeah, when I get that new board, Joey, because I know he'll be watching. All right, everybody. How's it going this morning? Yeah, I was just sitting here and I'm like, yep, I'm live on video. And I was over here fussing about Joey.
And usually you tell me going live.
I know. Well, I just got so much going on this morning. I was answering some stuff and trying to get a bunch of stuff taken care of, pre-show stuff. And technically, or actually, let me word it that way. Actually, 7:30 snuck up fast. Like I'm over here jamming out, doesn't quite right. And I was saying, damn, Joey, because when he comes in to do the night show, he hooks his own computer up and it changes a lot of stuff. And I'm actually looking to sell my Softail to my father-in-law.
I was fixing to start singing, "Come sail away,
no,
come sail away."
Come sail away with me. I'm gonna smack you. So thanks. That crap will be stuck in my head. I'm gonna have to listen to the chicken song to get that out of my head. Are you
Hey,
are you just trying to get some stuff started this morning? Do you remember the saying, there won't be no sheet if you don't start no sheet?
Yeah.
I will give you a shocking experience on this radio show.
Hey, I'm like
No, but my
30
point was going to
hours of
be,
sleep.
I'm selling my Softail, and that will allow me to buy the board that I want. It's really a cool board. You know, everything's all digital nowadays, and it would actually give me an iPad. So just as my keyboard is cordless, my iPad would have a screen that would mimic the actual visual of the board I have now, and I literally will have presets.
And
So like right now, there's some stuff with my headphones that's tweaking, and it's the difference of Joey has to get in and kind of tweak it for what he's doing, and then me, I have to get back in here and tweak it again. But from now on, once I buy this board, and Joey's worked enough in the business, he knows I'm not talking smack about him. It's that morning gripe when you come in and go, oh crap, man, I gotta change the board. But what it's going to be is, I'll be able to have presets, so I can come in and just hit the button that says morning show, and it's going to be me. It takes all my mic settings back to me. It would take all your mic settings back to you. Then if there was ever a Stephanie show where you would be sitting on my mic, we would adjust you one time for this particular seat, and then there would be a Stephanie setting.
Cool.
And then we're going to have like a band setting so that two mics, like last night, we had a gentleman that was sitting in a normal talking mic. So it was set strictly for talking. And then when he has to sing, I had to change everything on my on the
settings
compressor.
Oh,
like this morning, I'm hearing the S's in my ear. Like, wow. So, and I know Joey's a little hot when he plays a little bit. You know what I mean? Because he has to get his adjustments right. So now I got to get mine a little right.
Yeah, he was
ain't nothing but a thing, chicken wing.
He was kind of loud in my ears last night.
Is that why you was up at 4? Was he breathing too hard or something?
Yeah.
Didn't he go home? I mean, I know Travis is gone, but I thought Joey went home.
Yeah, he went.
You're not getting the joke here. You can tell you're sleep deprived, reject.
I'm sorry.
He was a little loud in your ear last night. I said, was he breathing a little heavy?
No, he was snoring loud.
Oh my gosh. Sleep deprived, sleep deprived Steph. Like redneck Steph doesn't think fast enough. Let's not let her sleep. Look, you can see in the camera. Look, you can see the Just for Fun paddle. You see it? So anybody that's watching video, you got to love it. I got a paddle. It doesn't get used as much as it used to.
No, the Taser does.
But you can see the handle on it. If you notice, that's a canoe handle. A paddle handle for a canoe. I needed to make a paddle one day for an event we were going to. So I went out to my garage where I stored all my construction stuff. And at the time, I was still doing construction. So I had a piece of 1x4 squared edge pressure treated wood. Sorry, as I was trying not to burp in y'all's ear. So I took it and ran it down the belt sander and smoothed the edges out. And then it's like, what am I, walking tall? I got to put some kind of handle on it. So I looked over at the canoe paddle that I had, and I was like, hey, let's trace that out.
Yeah, you did pretty good with that.
The cool thing is I can beat your ace with it or paddle the boat.
I think I was smacked with that once. I've been zapped with the Taser more times than I was hit with that.
The Taser just takes less effort. I can just lean under the table and
and which you
did.
Watch. I don't know. You can't reach me over here.
Do you dare me to? Is that what you just said? I just love that. You can't reach me. Really, Steph? The chick with T-Rex arms? Tell me I can't reach it? I'm sorry. You can't reach the salt. You can't reach the pepper. You can't reach the peanut butter without a step stool. I
can't reach the floor when I sit in your chair.
She has to have an ice maker on the outside of the refrigerator because be dang if she tries to reach the ice.
No, actually, it's inside, but the water dispenser's on the outside because they can't reach the faucet.
Oh my God, I was strictly making a joke, but thanks for clearing that up.
I had to go with it.
How funny is it that the Dane I used to have a Great Dane. He was probably one of the tallest in Georgia. And anybody that would even want to be smart enough and question it, go to my Facebook page and go for the file that says my dog. I mean, my dog looked eye to eye with the doorknob. I'm not talking the top of his head was even on the doorknob. I mean, he looked eye to eye. His eyes were even with the doorknob. So he literally, if I was washing dishes, I would bump my elbow in to the right side of his cheek under his eyeball. When I would turn, I'd be, dude, get your head out of the sink. But the funny is my dog could reach the sink and Stephanie can't.
Yeah, it comes up right about to my chest. Yeah. I have high counters. And don't even ask me to reach the second shelf in the cabinet.
Anybody has high counters compared to you.
Well, you know what sucks even more is I have to literally climb into my bed.
Ravens renovation. I can't repeat that, but good shot there. Good shot.
Well, he can show it to me.
It has nothing to do with you. It's about me.
Okay. But yeah, I have to climb into my bed because we have the box spring, a regular mattress, and then a memory foam mattress on top of the regular mattress. Don't ask, I don't know. But Travis likes a tall bed, I guess. I don't know. But I have to climb into the bed.
It's compensation. Little guys like big four-wheel drives, too.
Well, okay. But he's tall.
It's a joke. If short people drive big trucks, and it's compensate.
Oh, big.
Steph, where is your brain? You cannot do the night show anymore. No more night shows for you.
I don't get it. I get
compensation of a small weenie, Stephanie.
But that would mean that it would be a short bed.
People drive. That guy's got a big truck. It's probably a compensation of a small weenie. Have you never ever heard that?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Travis has a tall bed because it's compensation for. Oh my good God Almighty! See, people used to joke with me about this dude named Randy that lived here in the Conyers area, and he was a little bitty fella, like 5'3", 99 pounds, and like Beth's size. My stepdaughter's size, that's how big this dude was. And he drove this huge jacked up Chevrolet truck with 44, 48-inch tires, different times of its career of a truck. And it was always, he's a small guy, big truck, compensation. And people would go, it's compensation for a small wiener. And that's why I drive a lowrider. Boom, boom.
I'm laughing, you hear me.
Now the irony is I got a bus.
Yes.
So now that joke really looks bad on me. But I made the joke one day. One day, this dude walked up to me at the bike fest, and he thought he was being funny. He says, I see you got a bus. You're compensating for something, ain't you? I said, that's okay. But I got a bus. You don't. I'll let you all day long think that it's compensation. Go ahead and, let me go get my Corvette back I had too. I'll take those all day long. Funny. Anyways, it's just people picking.
Yeah, he says though, which with his line of work that he does, Travis, he says that he likes it tall like that because of his back.
Let me tell you, because of bad backs, I will tell you this. There is nothing worse than and this is a guy that's had 2 surgeries. I'm telling you, there is nothing worse than being in a hotel, which Travis is.
Yes.
With a hurting back. You're laying in a crappy bed to begin with, which means your back's already hurt and you're getting stiff. Your back's hurting more when you're laying in this crappy bed. Mm-hmm. And it's one of these beds that's just barely knee high, meaning when we're asleep and hurting like that and we move our feet over to the edge of the floor, our feet need to drop and our ace needs to slide out of the bed. To where almost standing up, kind of like you jumping out of my chair right here. You know, you really don't have to stand up when you
No.
slide out of my chair. You slide out of my chair, you're almost okay. The point is when we're hurting at 3 o'clock in the morning and we go to pee, we don't want to have to put our hand down on the mattress and try to force ourselves to stand up like we're getting off of a real low sofa. Do you follow me?
Yeah.
So that's why I bought a high bed, because at the time my back did not bend because I was going through surgery. So it was easier for me. I mean, really, my bed is almost up to my belly button now. But when I was going through surgery, we actually cut some 4x4s and dug with a router some holes that the feet for the bed would sit into on the 4x4s to get my bed high enough or get it higher so that I literally could just move my feet over, set my feet down, almost like being in a hospital bed. So I know that's too much information for you because you're half awake trying to process it.
Oh, I get it. I understand. 'Cause, yeah, after I left here, you know, I had to get Ashley situated for bed. I get her all ready to go to bed, get her in there, put her in the bed. A few minutes later, you know, I walk out, I'm getting ready to go to bed. A few minutes later, I start hearing.
And what is that?
She got herself out of bed and decides that she's going to clean her room at 11:30 at night.
Ashley's going to clean her room.
Yes.
That is hilarious.
At 11:30 at night. Yes. And I told her, I said, girl, you better get your butt back
if
in
she
that
could
bed.
talk, the words that would come out of her mouth, what the hell are you thinking? But Mama, I needed to. You didn't need to do this at 11:30 at night.
Yeah, because all it was.
My daughter does that. You know, if you look at where my headboard is, directly behind my head is my daughter's closet.
Yeah.
Behind my wife's head would be where the wall for my daughter's closet and the sliding bifold door would be. Mm-hmm. And then to the left of my wife laying there would be our closet door. And then on Emmy's side of that wall, her head is on our closet wall. And it usually works pretty good if none of us are in the damn closet. But 11:30, 12 o'clock at night, my daughter wants to open the bifold door, dig around in her closet. Her coat hangers, the way they hang the right shoulder of her shirts, that part of the coat hanger almost touches the wall. So if she's looking for something to wear the next day, what do you think's happening? Every time she pulls a shirt out and shoves it back in, or she's just moving anything on the coat hanger rack, we're hearing it shaking through the wall. Not that it's a cheap house, but you're talking a sheetrock wall that's hollow in between the sheetrock, and you can hear every tap. And all she's doing is just looking for a shirt, and she don't even know she's being loud.
Yeah, that's the way Ashley is, because we hear her.
If I ever build a house, now I'm actually getting rid of kids though, but if I was to build a house, I would probably want to insulate every wall in a bedroom.
That's my
just for sound. Like last night during y'all's show, I was sitting there going, okay, all that soundproofing I got, I need it. And it's not so much that the soundproofing down here, but like going up the steps, you know, because I asked you to shut that curtain. Do you remember that? Because you didn't. And I'm not being mean, but when the curtain's shut, it keeps some of the sound down here versus going up that step. Because when you go up that step, it's just sheetrock wall, and the wood door. So all the sound bounces.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. But I'm just talking about sound. It's not that I'm pointing out that you didn't shut the curtain. But I was just saying because the curtain didn't get shut, the sound traveled a lot more. Yeah, my S's. I don't know something's not right this morning on headphones.
They were pretty loud last night, like I said. Especially
well,
Joey
what it is too is the tape level volume that Joey has to turn up is right next to headphone volume, so it's highly possible some stuff just got adjusted by accident. Again, once I get the new cool Behringer XR18 or X18R or whatever the hell the two differences are, because there's two different ones that are pretty much the same board, meaning they have the same features, both using iPad. One's designed to mimic that board, meaning the iPad could sit on it and it still looked like a real board, and then you could take the iPad out. But then there's this other one that there's just a black box that's almost as big as this keyboard, and it has no buttons on it. It just has all the plugs for wires. and you can set it anywhere, and then the iPad sends signal to it. So I would be able to unplug if we were going to go do a gig at the social house. I could unplug all the wires as long as everything was marked, identified and all the wires. I could take it out and we could go to the social house. I could plug it on the stage and set it on the stage and plug everybody in there instead of having to set up a table.
Oh, cool.
So then we would just have a microphone in our pocket and an iPad, and everything would be sitting on the stage. We wouldn't have to, set up any crazy way. And I'm just a rambling fool.
Rambling man.
So what do we got going on today?
Well, we're gonna have
We got a few seconds for commercial.
We're gonna have a guest come in today.
Am I supposed to guess the guest?
Well, he's been here before.
Never mind.
Yeah, so really he's not. But Heath will be coming in here about 8:30 after he drops the kids off.
At the pool?
Mm-hmm. At the ool.
The pool.
The ool. There's no pee in it.
Oh my God. I should have just known. I should have just known when I'm talking to you.
I'm telling you,
when I'm talking to you, I
on-
know. You're working on a couple hours of sleep. I know.
It's goofy. I don't
really.
But
you ain't cheating me, are you?
My grandfather actually did have a sign like that at his pool. It says, "Welcome to our ool. Notice there's no pee in it. Please keep it that way." Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah, I know Horizons and a couple other places. I don't know if Horizons has it anymore, but it used to be a sign that says, "Please stand closer to the toilet."
It's
not as big as you think it is.
Yeah. Or shorter. Travis's mom has one of those.
So I got a text. It says, "Wow, she is from Slower South."
Yes, well, I was here with Joey last night, it was
You
awesome.
can't ever do night shows ever again. It's different.
Can't stay that late.
It's different if I had a third person.
Yeah.
But when you've been on your game lately, everybody's listen. Everybody, if you're a listener and you've listened to the show, since the beginning of the show, or you at least listened to it before Steph left for her little mental stability break that she took. That didn't work.
Medical leave.
Yeah.
Medical leave.
So her diabetes started causing a problem. But anyways, anybody that has listened to the show prior to her leaving and now when she's back, everybody can tell you've stepped up your game a little bit. I don't know what pills it is you started taking, but they're working. Just saying. It's just a joke. But you have stepped up your game a lot.
Yeah.
Now if we could just get you in some damn headphones where you can actually hear.
I can hear in these headphones.
I wish the world could hear. Hey, hand me those headphones for a second. Let's try an experiment. Just hand me that. Don't unplug them. Don't unplug them.
To you. I just don't see where y'all say
hang on
that y'all can't hear.
Hang on. We're gonna run an experiment real quick. All right, now talking to them.
1 2 1 2. They sound very clear to me. I can hear y'all.
Holy cow.
Is it still? Because I thought it was that plug over there that maybe, because sometimes over there I couldn't hear out of them.
We're going to run another experiment. We'll unplug from there and plug into there. These are just like some cheap. I mean, the bad thing is unfortunately, they're skull candy, so they're not supposed to be cheapy crappies. But these sound like some $5 earbuds at the Exxon.
They don't sound bad to me. They really don't.
You apparently, you know what it is? Apparently, you got so much waxy buildup in your ears that you wouldn't know good sound if it hit you right in the eyes.
Hey, I do the ear candling thing.
And thing?
The ear candling thing.
What?
Have you ever done that?
No, because I can use regular soap and water and a Q-tip and clean my ear out, you dirt dauber.
I can do.
What the hell's a candling thing?
I just got from Little Richard.
Jesus
My neck
Christ.
just got redder.
I was fixing to take a break. Now we got 6 minutes for you to explain to me.
You've never done
what a candling thing is.
They're cones. It's a candle cone. You put it in your ear, you burn the end, and you burn it so far down, and then you take it out.
Honey, I think you've already burned one too many. That's just my opinion. I think you need to stop burning one I think you need to put it down.
You can get them at GNC, and I think maybe some Kroger's have them, but they're earwax cones, and you put them in your ear, you burn them, and it sucks the earwax out.
What the hell?
They're like they're $8.
No. What the hell do you do that would make the buildup in your ear be like spackle? What the hell could you do? You just like see the dog roll around in some dirt and you're like, that to get rid of my fleas, I'm gonna go try that, and your waxy buildup just happens to suck all that dirt in or something?
No.
Have you tried to like stop your ears up with like a dirt dauber's nest? I mean, they do make these little spongy things called earplugs.
I put peroxide in my ear because it cleans.
Most people use that to bleach their hair and maybe take care of a sore here and there. But apparently you're bleaching your brain.
No, it loosens up the earwax, so it's easier to remove.
What the hell is wrong with your ears, man? I've seen jackasses with less flies around them.
I don't know.
Whatever the dog food is you're eating, you need to lay off. It's apparently causing you yeast problems in your ears.
No, I do clean my ears. I'll put the peroxide in my ears. Like,
it puts the peroxide in the ears. It's too funny.
Little Richard says, do you fall for every infomercial you see?
Oh my God. A night at Steph's house. This is hilarious. There's a picture.
Yes, that's what you do.
Oh my God. I am putting this on the fun page.
That's the candles.
Y'all are idiots. Y'all are absolutely idiots. And some dumb ace stood there and took this picture. Are you promising this is what y'all do?
Yes, that's
my
the
God.
wax candles. Yes, the ear candles. Yes.
You are proof that if somebody makes a Scooby-Doo Chia Pet, somebody will buy it.
No, I want the zombie Chia Pet.
I bet if I leaned forward and touched my hell, let's just get Waterhead to do it. He shows his butt to everybody. We should make a butt Chia Pet and call it the Waterhead. And you just water it and the hair grows. Somebody will buy it.
That's kind of a scary thought, but yeah.
I can't believe this is what you people do.
Yeah.
Can I ask you, do y'all treat this like a race to see whose candle burns faster?
No, but we do open it afterwards and see who has the most wax that comes out of it.
Ooh, y'all are some nasty ace people.
Hey, you asked.
Do you pick your nose and look at the booger before you flick it?
No.
Oh, no, but you'll open some earwax. You make it sound like booger picking is so nasty all of a sudden. But yeah, you're telling me you chip.
No, I don't flick a booger.
You chip and chip away this weird sick wax to see what kind. Those are ear boogers, you creep.
No, it's not.
Boogers,
it's just wax.
ear boogers, nose boogers. How can you say that nose boogers are nasty, but yet y'all are cracking ear boogers open like friggin' oysters?
No, we don't open the earwax. We just open the cone to see how much is in there.
Oh my God. This is why I'll never eat at your house. Never will I eat at your house. I might start chewing into something and ask what the hell it is. Oh my God. Oh, Chris, you nasty ace.
Uh-oh.
Chris just sent a picture of what stuff looks like after you take it out of your ears.
Yeah, no, I've never had that much in my
Y'all
ears.
are disgusting. Who in the hell? Ugh. Looks like a friggin' busted up granola bar. That is disgusting. What the hell would y'all do to get that much crap in your ears?
I don't get that much crap in my ears. I keep them
Your
clean.
mouth is where you shove your food, not your ears.
Yeah.
You should never look like you got from friggin', what is that cereal? Nut and honey? Nuts and granolas? Why would that be in your ear? You sprinkle that over your yogurt maybe, but you don't stick it in your ear.
Mm-mm.
Y'all are some nasty creatures. I just want to know what the hell y'all do in West Porterdale that puts that right there. Anybody that wants a picture of this, please, I will send it to you. But why? What the hell do you do? Do you take a straw that's supposed to go to a big Slurpee? You know, it's a straw on one end, it has that little spoon on the other. Do you just go over there and scoop up some dirt, stick in your ear, turn your head at a 45-degree angle, and wait for the crap to roll in?
Well, what got us doing that is one of the Jimmies when we were on.
Apparently, there was some Jimmies that wasn't used that produced all you people.
When we were when we were in the trails riding, and we were riding through the mud and everything. You know, all of us are soaked in mud. Well,
they make earplugs for that, Stephanie.
They do, and now we use them. But he ended up getting something in his ear. It was some kind of bug that got in his ear, and it made him really, really sick. And that's how we found the ear candle, because that's actually how he got the thing out. And well, that and peroxide.
Do you know that a nice hot steaming shower, and while you're washing your hair, water just accidentally gets in your ears, and you or you can purposely turn your head that way and let a little hot water get in there and loosen up that crap. If not, they make Purple Power at the automotive store you can use. Jesus Christ, I've never seen something so ridiculous.
You've never heard
of
that? But
yet so nasty at the same time.
Yeah, you've never heard of doing
People
that?
go digging for gold. You fools are like chipping away earwax. Let's see what we find. You treat it like it's some kind of archaeological whatever dig. This is back when Jesus walked the ground.
We don't open
Y'all start,
it. I promise.
Start labeling it. BC. Yes, sir.
Good morning to you.
Are you listening to this crap? Oh, my God.
Yes, I am. What's going on?
This is insane. Have y'all ever had that? Hey, we're going to have an ear picking party. That brings a whole new level to let me pick your ear. Hey, man, let me pick your ear for a second.
Might want to be careful picking your ear. No telling what'll fall out.
Good God. That's that earring I lost in 1982.
Brains.
I don't have them.
You might want to keep that wax in there. That might be the plug that keeps your brains from falling out on the table.
There you go. There you go. So how y'all doing today?
Other than snot running out of my nose from laughing so hard, maybe I need a candle to stick in my friggin' nose.
Hey, I wonder if that would work.
Believe me, you rejects at West Porter, they'll be the first ones to find out.
I don't know, because you would have to hold your head.
Travis, this neti pot's not working. Well, Stephanie, if you take them stupid birthday candles out of your nose. Stephanie, why are you using the numbered candles? You could have just used the round ones. That 3 does not fit in your nose. I mean, I could just see. I just see it. As quick as I say it, I see this image in my head of Stephanie laid back on the table. Instead of a couch, mind you, she's laid backwards with her head leaned back on the table with a 13 dripping in her nose. A 1 on the left side and my left side nostril smaller. I had to use the 1. Jesus.
That's funny. I'm getting ready to hop on a truck, start unloading, so I wanted to squeeze in my pickup line.
Well, let's hear it, sir.
All right, I may not have gotten your virginity, but can I have the box that came in?
Oh, my God. I would say that each day surprises me a little more, but I'm starting to believe that with you, there's just no surprise.
And no comment.
Thank you. It's probably safer that way. And
probably.
So has your wife woken up yet to say, oh my God, I really did marry this guy?
Yes, she has for the last week.
I'm waiting for her to just hit me up one day and go, I can't believe I really did this.
Oh, I'm pretty sure she's thinking that quite often, especially when we were in Jersey. I just had to have fun. I mean, it's probably my first vacation. It was a honeymoon, but it's probably my first actual vacation where I actually relaxed, didn't even think about work. So I had a good time with it, and especially while your shirt was on me. Like your personal
Yeah,
shirt,
I was fixing to say, could you reword that, sir? I was not in Vegas with you.
I knew where your mind was going to go with that one.
I wasn't worried about where my mind went. I was worried about like the 1,000 some odd people listening and where their minds went. Because every day we find out there's more people listening than we ever thought. So now when my wife used to say, remember, honey, no matter what, always treat it like there's a couple hundred people listening. And now it's like, if that's all that was listening, that would be one thing. But we now know it's more than that. And that means everybody's knowing what kind of weirdo we really are.
Yep. So you got big plans for the weekend?
Oh my gosh.
We have this thing to do with a bunch of fragile kids, and it will not be shoving candles in their ear and exploring what kind of crap comes out of it. But, Stephanie's going to be like, I got a game we can play. No, we're not playing that here.
Come here and lean your head over.
So, but no, tomorrow we're doing the big event at Harley over here at Falcons Fury, the Fragile Kids Foundation. So the ride for the kids is tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. And there's supposed to be a petting zoo there.
I think we just did a fundraiser for them here in the last month or so. Dropped them off a check for about $3,000. I think is what we collected for them.
Awesome. Well, that's pretty good, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. So then I turn around, I head up to Jersey on Sunday for a week. So I'm not sure how much of your show I'll be able to catch throughout the week, but I'll definitely get it on when I can.
Yeah, whatever, and always call in with your
pickup line.
Slightly odd situations. Because Jeff is a lot like me where he can just fall into a situation. He can just walk into a room, something silly happen, and then here you go. We're right here having that silly moment. Who do you think I got it from?
I never really fall into it. I kind of leap head first.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I can see it.
Jeff doesn't just see trouble and walk for it. Jeff sees trouble, and it's like what we used to be. Ice cream! Oh my God, ice cream! And he runs for it.
Is he like a magnet?
Yes, it's kind of like a magnet.
Yeah, pretty much so.
Yeah.
I don't know. It does definitely follow me for some reason or another.
Yeah, weird stuff just happens to happen with him, and I don't understand how.
I mean, it's not like I go looking for it. It's like I got a leash on me or something. It's just hanging out behind me.
That's right.
But anywho, I'm gonna get over here and pretend like I'm working now. So y'all have a great day and a better
too.
weekend.
We'll see you later.
All right, bye guys.
All right, see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye, Jeff.
All right, everybody, we're going to shoot off to commercial. Everybody have a great day. Don't leave. I was playing stuff about the youth gone wild and all this other stuff. I got another one by POD. A lot of people don't even realize it. When you hear POD, you have no idea. They're actually a Christian rock band, but a lot of people have no clue. So check this out. It's called Youth of the Nation. We'll be right back.
Little Richard says POD stands for Payable on Death. Awesome Christian band.
Who said that?
Little Richard.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little bit of both. A mad genius.
Gotta love Time Hop.
I haven't seen mine today. Excuse me. I forgot about that picture. I was trying to talk Travis into doing that Arnova.
Oh, God. That'd be better than what it's doing now.
Thank you.
Just sitting there. The youth of the nation, we are. The youth of the nation. The youth of the nation. Oh, and Little Richard said, which I was going to bring this up when we went back, about the legalization of the medical marijuana oil. And he said, so this might be a fun Saturday. Youth of the nation. I probably should be whistling in the microphone. I got 2 turntables and a microphone. Where's it at? Rich Archer. That is your fault that is still stuck in my dang head. I hope that's not bleeding over the microphone, by the way. You know, they'll want to block my sound, and I should have turned it down. I just saw a shut up Steph, by the way. Go ahead. I'm guessing that means that he wants us to call him. Who? You should know this number. I swear I'm going to punch you in your uterus one day. Just for Fun Radio, we're back, and I just told Stephanie I'm going to punch her in her uterus one day. This redneck goober.
It's a surprise.
We're just sitting here, and I said, I probably shouldn't be whistling in the microphone. And it was like, I hope the music's not bleeding over on YouTube because, YouTube gets mad at me for that. And then out of nowhere, she goes, I guess we should call him on the phone. Who? And she just looks at me like I'm stupid, like I should know what she's talking about. You and the squirrel on that wheel in your brain, you two can communicate to one another, but me on the other hand have no idea what you and old Rocky and Bullwinkle up there are doing.
Okay. So I'm guessing that means he wants us to call him.
Why did he send it to you and not me?
Because I was trying to surprise you, but you won't let me.
Well, you wasn't going to be able to surprise me anyway. I was going to have to dial the number.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I swear.
I'm sorry.
Your lack of sleep has made you completely a goofball today.
I told you.
Has anybody ever seen Steph lack of oxygen? Because lack of sleep and lack of oxygen are pretty much the same when it comes to Steph. Good Lord. How can you surprise me? I got to dial the number.
I know.
Hello.
What's going on, cuz?
What's happening, man?
I'm sitting here laughing because Redneck Steph did the night show and didn't get hardly any sleep. And she's like carrying on conversations with herself. Like right out of nowhere. She's like, I guess he's wanting me to call him. And I'm going,
us.
What are you talking about?
I said us.
whatever. But I'm like looking at her like, what are you talking about? You and that little pet squirrel in your head. I have no idea what conversations y'all are having.
I got in trouble, Michael, trying to surprise him with you.
And then she wants me to, but then she's like, I have to dial the number. So it's like, how do you think you're going to surprise me if I have to dial the phone number? She just is not. I told her no more. She is like sleep deprived. I said, no more night shows for you because, yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. And she's just giggling.
Giggling's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Hey, but they legalized that. He signed the bill yesterday.
Well, I was going to carry on that conversation. I was going to say, cuz, did you just see I just shared a picture? And I just tagged you in it, which is what's funny. So it was funny that she all of a sudden wants me to call you. And I'm like, I just shared a picture. I just shared a picture of you when you lived with me that was like, what, 91?
I just looked at it. I got a mullet. That's what made me call her. I texted her and said, hey, guess what? I happen to be awake at 8 o'clock in the morning.
That's right. That was like 91, dude. You would Michael comes from Florida up here, and then I can't remember how it happened, but hell, he ended up living with us. Me and Jeff and then the three of us. Oh my God.
Is that when y'all were running around Stone Mountain terrorizing it?
Let me just paint a picture. So let me just paint a picture of something stupid my mother did and did not realize what she was doing.
Uh-oh.
So my birthday's Christmas Eve. Michael's going to remember this, and Jeff Mathias is listening too. So my mother being funny, my birthday's Christmas Eve. Well, this particular Christmas, we had Christmas Eve at my mother's house. Normally we go to was my grandmother's house or my aunt's house or whatever, but this year was my mom's house. So my house that me and Jeff and Michael lived at was maybe 8 minutes from my mother's house.
Mm-hmm.
So we just jump in the truck and go over there. And my mother thought it would be funny for my birthday to hand me 2 envelopes. And each envelope had $100 ones. So it was 101. It was $200, but one envelope of 100 ones and another, and thought it was going to be cute. Damn, if I didn't look. I looked over at Michael. I said, bet you know where we're going. So me and Jeff. Now, Jeff was friends with a guy that ran a bar on Cheshire Bridge called Tops and Tails. So Jeff's like already went to the kitchen phone, because this is before cell phones, called the guy, said we're coming. So me, Jeff, and Michael end up at Tops and Tails in Cheshire Bridge Christmas Eve night.
Christmas Eve night.
Yeah, bro. And you remember this now. The sun was coming up. It is now Christmas morning, 6:30 a.m. The three of us are trashed. The strippers are vacuuming the floors. Like they had already cut the lights on, telling us, y'all have got to go home. And we're like, we're drunk. We can't leave.
I ain't going nowhere. You're not throwing me in public.
And they're telling me and Michael and Jeff, pick your feet up. I got a vacuum under your feet. And we're still sitting at this table. And they're like, finally, it's like going on 7 o'clock. And they're shoving us out the doors because they're like, we have to get home for our kids to open their Christmas present. We're like, what are we supposed to do? They said, sit in your truck. And me and Michael and Jeff, I have no idea how long we sat there until one of us could drive. And I don't remember us leaving. I don't remember what time we left. I just remember the lights cut on and we all three looked at each other and went, what do we do now?
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
So you
Oh my God.
That was like the Christmas of 91 because it was fixing to be 92. And we're like all just sitting there with no clue what to do and had nowhere to be. I mean, Merry Christmas.
That's too funny.
And we wanted to open presents, but those girls have been opening them presents all night long. There was
That's what I
nothing
was
left for
gonna
us to
say.
see.
What present were you gonna open?
The one wrapped around the pole.
Oh yeah. And let me tell you, Jeff Matthias was that friend. And me and Michael laughed about this. And Michael, I don't even know if you remember this, but Jeff Matthias was the guy that he would cash his check and have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars in his pocket. So the whole time we're using ones to do what we're doing, Jeff's like, I'm getting you a table dance. So I'm getting a table dance and Michael's getting a table dance. And then he's like bought us 2 more girls to come table dance. And we're like, we're already getting table dances. And then he would give us the money to
Nowhere
pay.
for me to set my drink.
Right. Me and Michael were the only 2 guys that could come home from the strip club and have a profit. Like
Too funny.
we would wake up and have like $60 in our pockets, and we would look at Jeff and go, look, bro, you kept throwing money and here's your money back. And it's like,
oh, just keep it.
well, Jeff would say that. We're like, no, we need to eat. Here's the money. Let's go to the grocery store. But we knew if we just kept letting Jeff spend the money, there just wouldn't be any money. So me and Michael smiling at each other going, you know, like we're already having table dances, and we would just take the money and put it in our pocket. And then the next day when Jeff's sober, we would be like, here's your money back. Yeah, but I wanted you to have a table dance. But, you know, he kept saying he wanted us to have a table dance, and me and Michael are high-fiving each other. We're already getting table dances, sir. And you can't look but at one at a time. So why did we need 4 at a table?
The 2 of y'all got
That
into
is
more trouble.
Yeah, thank God we grew up, sort of.
Yeah,
Right.
because the
That's where
horse.
every time we talk, we wind up saying this. Right now, both of us are doing the things we were laughing about. We always wanted to do.
Yeah.
Back then, we'd be sitting there, man, I want to get back. I got to get my band going.
Right.
As I wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning for the first time in a long time, I'm getting ready to get on a plane to LaGuardia, flying in, doing some shows.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Cool.
That is phenomenal.
And I'm talking to you on your radio show.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. That is so cool. Isn't it
That's
amazing?
the 2 things we talked about.
That's
the 2
right.
things we both said we wanted to do.
Well, what's amazing is that right now we both are living proof that if you want it bad enough and you just don't give up, you're going to be here.
Yep.
Because
That's it.
I'm sure your mother, as just as my mother,
That
was trying to be mom and trying to say, you know, do this because I'm worried about you.
Mhm.
Because my mother kept saying this wasn't going to, my mother's like,
that it was just
my
a-
mother's just didn't believe this would ever work. My
Yeah,
mother
that it was
just
just
did
a
not
dream.
believe it was possible.
Yeah.
And hell, the radio station's going to turn 5 years old in November. So it's like
Yeah.
5
Well, that story
years.
that story you told was 25 years old.
Right. Oh, I know, right?
Holy crap. Oh my God.
So when I look back and you know, I'm thinking about literally the radio station has been on air playing going on 5 years. And I remember that when you and I were doing what we were doing, it was, y'all better quit doing this. y'all are never going to go anywhere in the world acting like this. And now I look at my mom and go, I get paid to be this guy.
Right?
Michael gets paid to be this guy.
Yeah.
Yep. Now I'm opening for Marshall Tucker, opening for Jimmy Van Zandt, playing with Charles Neville.
Is that not friggin' awesome? Cuz I love you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy that what we fought for is here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
You
can't
know?
wait to get you in the studio.
Yeah, one day, dude,
pretty damn
cuz you
cool.
ever make it around here, I just got to have a
I gotta
picture
get
of
up.
you, you know?
I got to get up and see Mama pretty soon.
Oh, God, yes, man. Her and Pete, you got to come see them. You got
Yeah.
to.
Definitely.
You know how it is. They're growing, man. Growing old. I hate to say it, you know, but when I hug my mama, I still remember my mom being that woman when I was like 3rd and 5th grade. You know, I still remember my woman being the woman at the pool while I was swimming and acting stupid. And I don't get to see my mama, just like Michael. I don't get to see my mama as much as I should. But then when I see her, I hug her, and I'm like, this just ain't the woman I remember.
I know.
I mean, you
that's
know.
me too. It's a little frail thing in my arms. Like, wait a minute now. I was the frail thing. What is
Yeah.
this?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So.
Full circle.
Full circle, completely full circle. So yeah, man. But it's awesome. And it's so awesome. Everything's going so good for you, and you're getting to travel and do all the things you want. You know, for me, I want to do the traveling part, and I have plenty of phone calls, you know, offering to do stuff, but it's like I don't have somebody. I'm trying to get Stephanie trained a little more, but I don't have somebody that can run everything. Like, I have an open invitation from a guy that runs a homeless shelter in Chicago.
Yeah.
Like, this guy Vince has sent me tons and tons of messages saying, dude, if you just hop on a plane, you can stay at my house. You know, me and my wife will put you up. I want you to see this world up here so you can use the radio station to tell the world what's really going on. And it, you know, and then people like you, I mean, shoot, I could try to fly out to where you're at one weekend, but I can't leave, you know?
You could kill 2 birds with 1 stone in October.
Ooh, that's right. You're going to be in
to
Chicago.
I'm going to be in Chicago playing the A-Bait toy run for Chicago.
Jesus. I need to get that date for you.
October, middle of October something. I'll hit you up.
Yeah, just send me something later on. That would just be cool. You know, I got to do that. You know,
I got to get my butt in the shower, brother.
All right, man. I love you, cuz. Man, have a great day, dude. Have a great day. And hey, congratulations to me, right, for yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday. That's exactly what I was about to say. Congratulations for yesterday, man. Yep, that's
awesome.
Good
awesome.
News.
Well, I'm so proud of you, man. I got cold chills saying that. I love you. I'll see you later on.
I love you too, cuz.
All right, bye.
Bye, Michael.
Man, I'm telling you, look at that. I got cold chills because I'm sitting here looking at the picture of me, him, and Rod. And, you know, Michael's cousin on mama's side of the family, Rod's cousin on daddy's side of the family. And it was so cool because Rod, we call him Hot Rod. Rod, you know, remembers doing all the things he did in the Almond Brother days. Like my Uncle Ricky, when Almond Joy was around, down at the Piedmont Park area, Greg, it's so funny because at the time, the relationship from my mom's side of the family and the Michael Almond side of the family had nothing to do with the daddy side of the family at this point. So it's funny to hear that my Uncle Ricky's apartment was next to their apartment and they all partied together. And it just shows, it's kind of like that circle of, you got a friend that knows a different friend, like I know Tubby and know other people. Right. Six ways of whatever that is. Yeah. So it's just funny that my Uncle Ricky had done some partying with these cats because they lived in the same area. And then Rod, who had no idea of Ricky and them, you know, he knew them. And then you bring my mama's side into the family that Michael's part of. I mean, it's just so awesome that all that kind of happens. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know,
I
it's
did not
just
mean
cool.
to ding that on the table. By
No,
the way.
it's okay. It's okay. But yeah, it's just so friggin' cool. All right, look, let's shoot off to commercial. I know we over talked. We do that occasionally. Give us just a few seconds.
That was a good thing.
That was a good sneaky one. Well, yesterday, to be honest with everybody, yesterday, I kind of didn't air it until the day of, but I went back from being a kid. I used to get racked a lot, you know, on bicycles. Back before they named it the X Games, I was jumping all that crazy stuff, and I used to get racked a lot. And you know, for people that's already heard this, you know, the story may change a little bit. I'm just kind of trying to be funny when I say it. So I had to go in for a physical about a month ago, and when the doc says, "I need you, you know, you need your wife to step out here," and he sits down on the stool and rolls forward, tells me to stand up, and taps me on my thigh and says, "Pull your pants down to here." So I pull my pants down, and you know, he puts on his rubber gloves and he goes to feel my testicles and you know, tells you to cough and blah blah blah. And then I pull the classic DJ Scotty and I look down in his eyes and I said, "Hey, since you're down there," and Dr. Kassam looked like he was going to punch me in my testicles. And I went, and then I realized what I said, and I'm like, no, 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 no.
I really mean it.
I don't mean anything like that. I don't mean. Okay, here's what had happened, right? So when I was a kid, I used to get hit there a lot, and there's this thing, and the only way I can explain it to anybody is if everybody thinks of what a stir straw looks like at a bar, or you used it to stir your coffee, that little straw. Your testicles join to your body, not just because they're in a sack, but it joins to your body with this vein or several veins. Well, one of the veins, if anybody can imagine what a salt grain looks like on a margarita glass, that rocky grain. If you imagine one rocky grains in the middle of a stir straw, like you could feel the straw, and then all of a sudden you felt this salt grain in the stir straw. So, you know, back in like 2002, I found that. It never hurt. I never had a problem. I never really thought anything else about it. Of course, I found it 2 or 3 different times throughout the next couple of years, because I would check it to make sure I was okay. But I've not had a physical since like high school. So since he was down there, he tried to find it. He couldn't. I couldn't find it. Then Dr. Kassam, being the funny guy, goes, "Do you want to bring your wife back in and let her find it?" No. So then he said, if it's enough for you to think I need to find it, or, you know, we need to question it, let's call for an ultrasound. So we go for an ultrasound. We can't find it. We try to find it. We think we found it. But then they're going to go ahead and test all the other things. And apparently Monday, or before Monday, they decided that something was found, and it was an irregular ultrasound. So they send me a letter that says something's not right. Call us ASAP to schedule an appointment. So me being the fast-paced guy, living the way I do, I just kept working this charity that I've got coming this Saturday, which is the Fragile Kids. I'm still doing my business. I'm not even worried about it. My wife, on the other hand, is worried. So we get in there yesterday, and before yesterday morning, I started thinking about it. And then yesterday morning, you know, everybody knows I sit down on my Facebook page and I just start pointing out things in the world that I see. I just start saying people should be nicer. People should not do this. People should not do that. And I normally don't try to look human in front of a lot of you guys, only because I always say it's just a show. So I try not to post, you know, too many personal feelings. And then try not to leak too much of my personal life out on Facebook, because believe it or not, I have haters out there. I have haters. That's why all my cop buddies drive by here and hit the lights and stuff, let me know that they're out there. I've had death threats. I've had people tell me I know where you live because I got a bus. It's not like I can hide where I live. So moral of my story is yesterday morning, I woke up and I felt like sharing what I was going through. So all the other people that have things in their life understand that they're not alone. And Michael has dealt with testicular cancer.
Yes.
So of course I called him yesterday and I was just like, "Hey, just as a heads up, this is what I got to deal with. And if I come back with some bad information, I'm going to need you. I'm going to need you to tell me, you know," and it wasn't worded quite like that, but he knew, I knew, you know, because you never want to look vulnerable. And I don't tell my cuz I love him enough. And when I hung up, I told him, And hell, Steph, I love you. Tubby, I love you. Rob, I love you. I love Travis. I love all my friends. Jacob, I love what you do for just for fun. I love that you stand behind us the way you do. Joey, the voice. You know, I have love for everybody. Unless you're wearing a Eat It Joe's sign around your neck, and then I don't love you. You scream at me and tell me I'm going to hell, I got no love for you.
Yeah.
But my point is, you know, I shared some stuff about being vulnerable, and I just want everybody to know that we all have things in our life that happen, you know, and I just kind of let everybody into my world a little bit, and I don't normally do that. And I usually try to keep everything just for fun. I try to keep everything laughing because I don't have time to cry. I don't have time to cry. That's why I said the words, if I have cancer, take it.
Yeah.
I don't need it. I don't need the cancer. I don't need the testicle, and I don't need it to slow me down. You know, I've got way too many lives left that need to be touched. I got way too many smiles left that need to be put on faces. I got way too much stuff to do on this planet before I leave this planet. I've tried to leave this planet a couple times, and God, y'all can have what you want for your beliefs, but God sent me back because I got a mission, and I'm going to do it. You know, 05, that dude broke all the bones in my face, and the hospital couldn't explain how I walked out of there. It's because the old, you know, construction worker pissed off at the world, Scott, kind of left the building and sent back DJ Scotty. And, you know, everybody can have their beliefs. The problem is there's always going to be that demon inside me that's always going to be screaming and fighting to get out. And, you know, that gentleman Sunday met that guy a little bit. I'm always going to, there's always going to be that hate in me for stupid people. And my problem is I've always rooted for the underdog. I've always defended the defenseless. I've always tried to put water in the guy who has no water's mouth. I've always tried to put shoes on the guy with no shoes, feet. I'm always going to take care of a little kid that's getting yelled at by somebody. And quite frankly, if you call a little female girl a whore, then you know what? I might not be the guy to put my boot in your throat, but you just don't do that.
No.
And to know that I went up there and stopped somebody from putting a boot in that dude's throat. And here's a guy that's doing to a little kid what shouldn't have been done.
And I'm surprised the cops didn't arrest him for that. But yeah.
You know, this conversation, I got bled off on him and I shouldn't have. But anyways, I just kind of paint a picture for some of y'all, because I tell y'all all the time, if you really want to know me, pay attention to my Facebook and read between the lines. Call me on the phone, read between the lines, because on the show, it's just a show. We try to keep it funny and light and crazy and goofy. You know, and goofy. So with that being said, I'm gonna shoot off to a commercial. I got a song I'm fixing to play, and you read into this song, but just read into the song when I play this, because what I'm trying to say in this song, if you pay attention to the words, me and my people are here to change the planet. Me and my people are here to help the helpless. Me and my people are here to take care of what needs to be done and push that positive across the world. You know what? Their smiles are supposed to be on every one of y'all's faces. It's just a matter of time before I get your face and make it smile. Everybody, this song right here that's going to come up is about how me and my people are going to change the world. You just don't know it yet. We'll be right back. It's like 3. Me and my gang.
Pete should be getting here any minute.
Me and my gang. Better jump on that train.
Me and my gang. What? Me and my gang. How much? Do I got time to go?
We got commercials. If you all wanna pay me and my gang. Oh, video. Sorry. I was dancing. I forgot videos running. Yeah, this is a good song. Me and My Gang by Rascal Flatts. Dum bum bum ba-dum, ba-dum, now. Good Lord, people.
You know,
My phone's just like lighting up.
It'd be easier when Travis is home to come and do. That was the biggest thing, was having to go take Ashley home and do all the stuff with her and then try to go to bed. And
Ain't the best. Call the other phone.
dun, 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 dun. Isn't that one?
Huh?
Dun, 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 dun,
The wheels on the bus go round and
Yeah,
round.
that one.
Yes. You should know that one. Your little rat in your brain runs on that song. The wheels on the bus go
It's
round
not a
and
rat,
round.
man.
It's a squirrel, apparently.
It's a flying squirrel.
It's a friggin' fly hovering around a turd. Man, I'm fat. Look at that picture. I gotta lose weight. Oh my God. The doctor. Let me tell you what the doctor said.
Is that a real? That's not one of those generated pictures. That's a
What are you
generated
trying to
picture.
say?
That doesn't look right.
You're pathetic. Let me go back live. I'm about to rip Stephanie a new hole with a shovel.
Because that's a generated
I got a
picture.
Listen, you reject. I got a picture that my wife took. Actually, my wife's phone took. My wife handed me the phone, told me to take the picture. I took the picture. I said, damn, I look fat in this picture. Stephanie goes, That ain't even a real picture. Go ahead. Say that nasty calling me fat stuff again.
No,
Go
I
ahead.
was saying that
You
that does not
Teletubby,
look like you.
Oompa Loompa round object.
Yoda.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Keep calling me fat.
That does not look. No, that's
Go
one
ahead.
Of those,
Keep calling me fat.
That's one of those generated pictures.
That is from her phone. That is a picture from an iPhone of us sitting at a red light in front of Outback.
No, no.
Have
that
you
does not
fallen
look,
and take those red glasses
no,
off of
I'm
your
saying
face,
your
you
face
crazy
is not-
person?
Your face
Look
is
at
not
that again.
Big. Your
The
face
hell
is
it
not
ain't.
that big.
To hell it ain't. I took the picture, Stephanie.
That doesn't look like you. That does not look like
Oh
you.
my God.
It does not look like
I'm going to start
you.
calling you fat.
No, I'm not saying that.
That's what you just said. You done hurt my feelings. You wanker.
No, that picture does not look like you. You're not that.
Who does it
fat
look
in
like?
the
My
face.
wife's
You're
my wife's
not-
on a bike with somebody else?
Yes, because your face is not that fat.
What it is because the way the helmet is on my head, it makes my face look huge.
It does, but no, your face
And there's
does
a
not look like
and
that.
there's a strap that goes behind your jawline and under your chin and pushes your face up.
Damn, I wasn't insulting you. I
God,
was saying,
you was. You're trying to tell me this was a cartoon drawing.
Yeah, that's what I.
But it's a real picture of me, Steph. So what you're insinuating is that fat ace on that motorcycle is
No.
me. That's what you're insinuating.
No, I'm
Yeah,
saying
redneck.
I'm saying that picture.
I just
was
get finished giving
doctored.
this emotional testimony of my testicles and cancer, and next we come back from a commercial and you call me fat.
No, I did not say.
I
you were
appreciate
fat.
that, you round Oompa Loompa. I
I
can't
did not-
believe you hurt my feelings after I was being so tender and discussing my emotional status, and now you come back from break and you call me fat.
No. I hate you. Shut up, Scotty.
That was too funny. She's looking at the picture going, that's not you. That's fake. Oh,
No,
my
because it
God.
does not look like you. That's
That
all
was
I was
hilarious.
saying.
That was absolutely hilarious. Look, look at that, 5 text messages that quick as I'm going at it with you. I'm having 5 text messages. Okay, from Chris Ravens Renovations, train your mind to see the positive in every situation. I did. I told you if they took my testicles, my underwear would fit better. I could wear Speedos for the rest of my life.
No.
I would never have to worry about having sweaty balls again.
Yes.
I would never be 70 years old and look like the guy that I walked into that time at Planet Fitness that was putting powder on his junk. I would never look like that guy.
You would never look like the Johnny Knoxville thing.
Station
either.
number, Andy, 678-760-1556. It's on the app. I'm not criticizing. I think you're probably listening from a computer, which you wouldn't see it, which means
I
probably,
think he is Kindle.
which means I need to start putting the number on the website under the
Listen live.
the listen live. You see what I'm
Okay,
saying?
yeah.
So Andy, you just helped me and didn't even realize you helped me. 678-760-1556. On to the next one. You play Steph's new song yet? No. He said, y'all sound like 2 fat people argued over the last Twinkie.
It's a donut.
Thank you, Travis. Appreciate that.
Bite me, Travis.
And Tubby, saw you yesterday and you done got pretty damn chubby. Okay, so let's talk about this. So my cholesterol is higher now after taking cholesterol medicine than it was.
Now that's weird.
So they hand my wife a piece of paper and says, here's going to change it. This is his new diet. My new diet consists of nothing good.
Yeah, all white stuff is gone.
No cheese,
Cheese.
no ice cream, no milkshakes. Okay, I can't drink vodka, but I can't have a milkshake either. So which one? Am I going to drink the vodka?
Why can't you drink the vodka?
That's because you're just not supposed to. So I'm not supposed to drink vodka because it's bad for my liver. So I gave up vodka several years ago, and now I can't drink milkshakes.
That's mean, Chris.
I'm like, to hell with that. I am not giving up a cookies and cream milkshake from Chick-fil-A.
I was about to say, please finish that. Cookies and cream.
Shush it. I'm not giving up cookies and cream milkshakes from Chick-fil-A. It's that or I'm going back to vodka and Kool-Aid. It's one of the two. When I want my sweet fix, I'm getting it. I'm sorry. I will die happy before I give up my ice cream and stuff. But no, seriously, pizza. I mean, like
Yes.
everything I love is being taken away from me. But he says if you just go to exercising, you can eat whatever you want. So I got to go back to the gym just for fun or radio.
What's happening? Just for funners.
What is going on with you, sir?
Not a whole lot. Just sitting out on the front porch, chilling in the chill.
No, that's good, man. I'm telling you, the weather's actually kind of cool. Well, literally cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris
I
with
like it.
Ravens, he says his cholesterol is over 1,000. Mine's not that bad.
I don't know what mine
1,000.
was. Mine, when I went, my doctor said mine was elevated and my liver enzymes were elevated.
It
Go
just sucks
figure.
because I've already given up eating hot wings. I gave up eating pizza 3 times a week.
Oh, trust me.
I've already given up so much.
If you're
Don't take away my ice cream. Don't
you're-
take away my milkshakes.
if your
What
diabetes
time of the day
test,
you eat them?
What?
What time of the day you used to eat them? That's the thing.
I don't know, man. I love
I
eating.
try not to eat past 7 o'clock no more.
Oh, well, that's just not happening because we don't even get dinner till after that.
yeah, you're gonna have.
There's
to
nothing
Yeah.
better. There is nothing better than after a good meal, you walk over to that freezer that you keep a 6 degrees. I keep my freezer at 6 degrees. And pulling out either just a regular ice cream sandwich or that Metropolitan one that has
What
vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry. I mean, an ice cream sandwich, and the good thing is I'm eating a ice cream sandwich because what happens is when I eat a bowl of cereal, I eat half a box of cereal. When I eat a bowl of ice cream, I almost eat half of that half a gallon of ice cream.
Well, what about getting some of those the juice bars, the real
They're
fruit
even
juice
they're
bars?
even saying that on occasion I can have sherbet. I'm like fat-free sherbet, and I can still only have it twice a week.
What about the fruit juice
My
bars?
ace will be sneaking off the sun for a strawberry milkshake with real strawberries once a week. I don't give a crap who follows me up there, but you can't take away my milkshakes.
My biggest thing that I'm having had a hard time cutting out was the Mexican food because you know for yourself.
How often do I go to Mexican food now?
But you know
I know.
for yourself, I can
Well,
eat Mexican
hell,
food
we-
every day.
Well, I was going to say, if you remember, we used to do Thirsty Thursday, which was guaranteed Thursdays. And we used to go back when Jen was here, we'd eat Mexican food 2 or 3 times for lunch a
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
Now Mike's not here. I'm not going to the Chinese restaurant as much. I'm not eating out as much. And how is it that I quit taking the cholesterol medicine that they put me on and everything is elevated more so than before I ever took cholesterol medicine?
Mm-hmm.
And I eat better than I did.
They probably didn't tell you this, but stress can cause them levels to go up a little bit.
Well,
Yeah.
that, and here's something else I'm kind of curious of. You know, they brought up something about my liver, and because of back surgery, I eat ibuprofen every night. But
for you.
at the same time, because they now say I got bursitis in my arm, and they started giving me an anti-inflammatory, and then I blew my knee and ankle out and started eating an anti-inflammatory. Now they're questioning if everything's elevated because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
Because these pills make it where you don't poop as much, you don't
Yep.
pee as much.
Yep.
I mean, no offense to anybody, not to get gross, but if you're still drinking as much water as you normally do, which I kill mugs of water,
yeah.
and if I eat as much as I normally do, and you're not pooping as much, and you're not peeing as much, then
Water
where
is
is all
bloated.
of it going? That's probably why I'm
It's
looking
bloated.
bigger than I've ever looked. That's probably why my cholesterol's all whacked out of brains. I'm just going to quit taking anti-inflammatory
Well, I
today.
was gonna ask
I'm not
you,
taking any today.
I was gonna
They
ask.
need to put you on a water pill.
I
Need
got
to put
something.
me on a water bed. What you talking about?
I got
No, I'm just going to quit taking that anti-inflammatory.
And if you're
You're
taking
turning
it,
into a me is what you're doing.
I am. I'm getting friggin' old, Andy. Thanks for bringing it up. Steph just called me fat.
No,
Now
you
you're
called
calling me
yourself
old.
fat.
Tubby's sitting here saying, I saw you yesterday. You were looking a little chubby. And how about the fact that Tubby was sitting in the waiting room? Just coincidence. He had to go for cholesterol too. And he was like waiting to see if they would call him back while I was still back there. Because he said, I'm here to remove his testicles. Tubby wanted to come in there and tell them that he was there to do the removing of my testicles himself. I think the boy had some snips in his pocket.
Yeah,
That
he
sound like a
wanted to
job
keep
for
them.
Waterhead.
He was going to make a keychain out of it, hang it from the bumper of his truck.
And then
That sounds like a job for Waterhead.
No, Waterhead would go get a tattoo. He would cut them off and then get a tattoo of it.
well, I was gonna say that way. Tubby was gonna be able to say that he always had you in his hand.
Well, the
He had
funny,
you by
the funny is this. So he was going to be able to say he has me by the testicles. The problem is every time he needs to make a decision, he has to call his old lady because she has his.
Oh.
So I guess he was just trying. I guess he was just trying to compensate for her having his.
Yeah, he had to have his
Oh,
own
my
to run.
gosh.
He's texting me now saying he did tell them that that's why he was there. And I'll be getting another text message in a second about saying that his wife has his.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cause see, Tubby, I was on your side.
Go ahead, Andy.
Sorry.
The reason I'm calling is, what kind of app can I use for the Kindle Fire to get the station up?
I have no idea. A Kindle Fire, from what I understand, is Android base. I don't know that I say it's an Android, but it is Android base. But as far as I know, you should just be able to go to wherever you get your apps.
I already tried that. It didn't work.
I don't know. Google it.
I did Google. It still didn't come up.
No, I mean, Google why you can't get it on your phone. Google, how come some apps don't work, blah, 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 and see what it says.
All right, I can do that, yeah.
And Tubby texts back, everybody knows that's a lie. All your real friends that know you know it's the truth. You're just wanting me to say that on air.
Yeah, absolutely.
You
would say something.
You just want me
I
to
would
say
say-
on air that your wife doesn't hold your in her back pocket.
Kahunas.
Well,
Isn't
I
that what they're
kind
called?
of want to keep what I got to say to that to myself because I'll send it to you in a text message.
Okay. All right, man. Well, let me get this other mic set up. We're going to shoot off the commercial. We'll be right back.
All right, y'all have an awesome Just for Fun day, and shout out to Little Richard and all of them out there.
All right, man. We'll see you later on.
See you later.
Peace out.
All right, bye. All right, everybody. We're going to shoot off to commercial. I got a song coming up for Tubby. It's his favorite song. We'll be right back. It's Just Fun in the Morning.
Oh, we. Little Richard says his wife has his.
Oh, I'm sure. I don't know that I really got to do a whole lot of setting since we had a guy on there last night.
Yeah, that's true. But Nick had kind of a higher, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. He has, kind of a higher voice.
What are you trying to say?
Well, he was already going with it that we was picking at him for being short. So, but they were pretty cool. You didn't get to listen last night, did you?
No.
There's a band here. Actually, here's one of their CDs because he said to give them out.
I need one for the car. Down, do your dance, do your dance. Tubby hates the Cupid Shuffle, by the way. He hates the Cupid Shuffle.
He can't hate it any more than I do.
Oh,
Oh
I'm
my
sure he does.
God.
He's a DJ, and he used to have to play it all the time for drunk people. He absolutely hates the song.
Well,
One of those. So he was the one playing it for her.
but even not at the bar.
Oh my God.
You sit at home on a Thursday night.
So on Tuesday night, she pushes
And here goes the stereo wide open.
Her and Travis must know each other.
And Travis.
Never
he does-
mind. I'm taking the joke about the stereo.
well, Travis does the damn rehab song. I hate that song. Bartender, you
Oh.
really did it this time.
I love it. Or
Why?
I don't like it.
All right, that's enough of the Cupid Shuffle.
I don't love it as much as I don't love it as much as I used to when I first heard it. I
Really?
still like it. Bartender.
I'm playing Steph's favorite songs.
Please don't tell me you're gonna do the
He
song.
will now.
As if my brain can't explode enough. Now I have to hear this.
I want to see you get up and jump around.
Now, Vanilla Ice has a version of this song that is actually pretty dang on good. Yes. I
Are we
said
talking
dang
about
on.
The Limp Biscuit version of
No.
of Limp Biscuit, the Limp Biscuit version of Vanilla Ice, or the From Miami I'm Gonna Lie About Everything White rapper
Mhm.
Vanilla Ice?
The Limp Biscuit style.
Okay,
The new Vanilla Ice.
I'm glad he finally listened to his heart and made the music he wanted to instead of what somebody was telling him.
Yeah, when he came back out as this actor that he is now, you don't have any of his stuff on the new stuff. do you?
have all that recorded. Like, I found a reggae version of Ice Ice Baby, which is kind of funny.
Oh,
No,
you need to find
too
the
cold.
the hardcore heavy
Too cold.
metal screaming in the mic Ice Ice Baby. Now that one is
It's
a good.
called Too Cold.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's called Too Cold.
I just know it was Ice Ice Baby.
Yes, and it is bad to the bone. And then he's got a whole album.
Yeah, you got it too.
That was too funny. But now he has a whole album, and you can find the videos on YouTube or the songs on YouTube where he's redoing all kinds of songs. Like he did a remake version of "You Dropped the Bomb on Me, Baby."
That's the Gap Band.
I know, but he did a version of it, and it was pretty cool.
So, we're gonna be calling somebody. You see that name right there? If you would move that stupid laptop of yours,
I did.
you see that number?
Okay, are you going to be calling the name?
Watch.
Talking
Hold
to
on.
the name
Hold on.
up top
Hold on.
or the name down at the bottom?
I'm going. Hang on. See that person right there?
Yes. Yes.
Now, I need you, as hard as this is going to be quick-witted and think on top of things. But you need to see about getting her booked to play at your bar. You know, come up with a name like Calves and Things or Pig Swigglers or whatever you want. And then ask her what her rate is for playing, etc. Are you ready?
No, wait a minute.
Jesus Christ, woman, I'm going to strangle you. All right, we're coming back. And anybody that's watching video is like seeing me want to choke Steph.
I'm
I can't
Okay.
say it on air now.
I know. I've got to think. And that's hard. You know that's
Oh,
hard.
sitting here
my
till
God.
Waiting on you to think we're going to be sitting here till lunchtime.
No.
Can you handle this?
I'll give it a shot.
Okay. I just know I can't.
I hadn't done a crank call since I was in high school, but I can give it a shot.
All right. So, you know, she plays. Need to a bar, make a name, ask about prices, and then giggle and go, really? I mean, I heard your music's like karaoke.
All right. Okay.
Here we go, everybody. And that's who you're asking for.
This one up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
The white letters. Mispronounce it too. On purpose.
Hello.
Hey, can I speak with Sheeny Knight?
Cheyenne?
Is that how you say it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can I speak to her, please?
This is her.
Okay. How you doing, Cheyenne? My name's Mike, and I'm calling from Goober's Bar and Grill up in Marietta. Understand you play some music and looking to get booked to some gigs or something like
Yes,
that.
sir.
Okay. Well, what are your rates to come and perform?
It just depends how long you want me to perform. Usually I do like 2-hour sets. It'll be like $150 for 2 hours.
Wow, 150 for 2 hours, really?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Okay. I was led to believe that yours is like karaoke, or it's like karaoke, but what can I get you in there for 150 for 150 for 3 hours?
Possibly.
Okay. Well, what if I do say $75 and free drinks and wings and everything we can do all night?
I'd have to let you talk to my mom about that.
Well, I mean, we'll give you all the beer that you can drink. I mean, what's your mom need to know about that?
Well, she's my manager, so she takes care of all my booking.
But aren't you the artist?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, if you're the artist, why can't you make those decisions?
Because she goes over everything that we do.
Is she like a lawyer or something?
No, but she takes care of all my booking information.
But if you're the artist, you should take care of your own booking, shouldn't you? I mean, I think $75 and all the free beer that you can all the
Well,
free
seeing how
beer
I
that you
can't
can
drink
drink.
yet, I'm only 18, so I don't actually drink.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that just puts a whole new shine on everything. So if I give you maybe $75 and all the water and Coke you can drink, can we work out a deal with that for maybe 3 hours?
Probably not. But thank you anyways.
Well, there goes the naked guys. I guess we're gonna have to maybe try to work out something else. Aren't you interested in? Would you be interested in performing for a bar full of naked guys?
I don't think so.
But you're 18, so you may not be able to drink, but you would be able to perform in front of a bunch of naked guys. Would you have a problem performing naked too?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, definitely you'd have a problem with it, or yes, definitely you can do
Yeah,
it.
I would have a problem with that.
Hmm.
Not really the entertainment that I do.
Well, like I said, I was led to believe that you did like a karaoke show, and it was
No, I'm definitely not karaoke.
and it was like a
little bit more classy than that.
little bit more classy.
Yeah.
Naked people aren't classy.
I guess it depends what you're into.
Well, it's not a matter of what you're into or what you're not into, I don't guess. But do people, would you be opposed to other people coming up on stage and singing with you? Like doing duets or maybe doing like a group set, with just random people.
I
And I would
interested in your
I would
venue,
even.
but thank you anyways.
I'm sorry.
I don't think I'm interested in your venue, but thank you anyways.
Hey, Cheyenne, how do you ever plan on booking anything if you're going to turn down everything DJ Scotty throws
Oh
at
my
you?
God.
I'm trying to hook you up with a gig, and you're just like not even interested.
You want me to perform naked? Who does that?
Happy birthday. Well, I mean, I just figured there's nothing better than like a 50-year-old drunk guy in a thong coming up and trying to, put his arm around you and sing Family Tradition. I just thought it would be funny.
And Cheyenne, I'm
Yeah,
sorry, but if you know Scotty, it's hard to tell him no when he says, "Let's prank call somebody."
I'm over here writing it down, going, "People sing with her on stage," and then it was like, "There goes the naked guys." And then because of your age, I'm like,
they're
go ahead.
awkward creepers that come up on stage when you're up there. You
Yes.
have no idea.
Oh yeah. That's why I was circling beer. Offer her beer.
I told Scotty I hadn't done a prank call since I was, maybe in high school. I think was the last time I did a prank call, and so trying to think quickly and trying to pay attention
Well,
to
you
what
did
Scotty
pretty
was.
good.
Yeah. Well, where are you
Paying
at right
attention to
now, by the way?
Scotty trying to put stuff in my face
Me?
was a chore.
Yeah. Yeah. Where are you at right now?
My house.
And where's your mom and dad right now?
My house.
Like y'all are in separate rooms,
Yeah.
and you're on your cell phone. So why don't you walk into your parents who are listening right now and just give them a good smile because they
Great.
sent me your cell phone
Oh
number.
my God. Shocker.
It says Steve and I are listening because I had to hit them up to try to make sure I got your cell number. I needed you to directly answer, so your parents are kind of in on this a little bit.
Yeah, they're right here right now. listening.
I can hear them laughing.
And her dad is super. He shows up. He makes sure that she has every
Yes.
cord she needs, the mic she needs to get. He makes sure her mom's like the manager and her dad's the road manager. Like he's gonna. Now, can you imagine
He's the
him?
tech manager.
He's gonna make sure she sings with a naked guy. And what would really be bad?
That would be the guy running up on stage with a shotgun.
Yeah. And the bad thing is
Oh
he's
my
worked in the boat repair industry, like with all the marinas and stuff. And I could just see him now look over his wife and go, "Oh my God, that's Bob. Why is Bob trying to sing with my daughter? Bob, put your clothes on for God's sakes."
Don't look, Ethel.
All right. Well, we're going to get out of here. I just had to mess with you on your birthday. So happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Well,
Cheyenne.
thank you.
And remember, it's on
Thank you.
YouTube, so y'all can go back and watch this later.
Oh, joy.
Joy, joy, joy. And listen, I'm telling you, if I get you any more gigs, you better not turn them down.
You're just not be getting me strip club gigs. I don't want these. Those.
Wasn't a strip-
Wait a minute. It wasn't a strip club.
It's just a clothing optional.
That's right.
bar.
They came in naked. They didn't strip.
I mean, I can't help it if my clients are 65 and overweight and
I
Nudist?
definitely don't want to see that.
And listen, we will give you sunglasses at the door. We spray paint them from the inside so that it doesn't look like they're blacked out. But hey, it's whatever.
As long as they have glitter on them, I'm okay.
Okay. All right.
glitter
Well,
on the naked guys or glitter on the sunglasses.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
A little bit of both.
He sparkles. Okay, I'm going to get out of here. We'll see you later. You have a great day.
Happy
You know.
birthday.
All right, bye.
Happy
Happy birthday.
birthday.
Oh, that was awesome. Steph's over here choking up because she knows her. Steph's like over
Yes.
here choking up.
And see, and I was worried she would recognize my voice because she
I
does
did
listen.
too, but I was kind of hoping if we went with it that she wouldn't. I know I can't. It's too funny. People can say whatever they want, but when I stand at Arby's and I'm ordering my food and I start to laugh and a guy from the window, sitting up front yells out just for fun. I walk into a motorcycle shop a couple of weeks back. I'm talking to the owner. This young lady has earbuds in. She's never met me. She pulls her earbuds out and goes, "Oh my God, you're the crazy radio guy." I've stood at City Hall. I've had it happen. I've been in O'Charlie's. I've had it happen. Hell, I've been at Home Depot on the phone on the electrical aisle, and somebody on the next aisle walks over and goes, "Scotty, I heard you."
Well, honestly, you've got a unique and recognizable voice.
Well, I think
Yeah.
it's the voice and the way I talk, my mannerisms, and the fact that I'm just too damn loud. I mean,
that too.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest part of it.
I'm waiting to be at a funeral and the dude lean up from the casket and go, "Ha! I knew it was you." Just saying. My mom always said, "You're so loud, you're gonna wake the dead." So we're gonna try that. We're gonna go to a funeral and see if we can wake the dead. So
And it was funny you brought up things that sparkle because yesterday I went out and got shirts. I only got two. They were kind of like a guinea pig type shirt, to see if it could be pulled off. And
See if the shirt can be pulled off, or you're doing
Hey!
something with the shirt.
No.
hey, she gets drunk and tries it, and I'm like, Stephanie, Stephanie's yelling, "I can't get the shirt off." I'm like, "It's because you're still holding 2 12-packs, idiot. Put the beer down."
you only got my shirt off one time, and
Whoa!
that was at Fusions.
Whoa!
Wow.
Whoa!
The monster's kicking in now, buddy.
I did not do nothing.
I might have come in on the wrong day.
I did not. Everybody, Hold on. I never have gotten Stephanie's shirt off. Stephanie, you better tell that story. You better tell that story accurate.
Travis is making a beeline here from wherever
Good
it is.
God.
He's working from.
He was there.
What?
He was there too.
Yeah, you
Oh,
start telling
let
that.
me guess, he was coaching him on, right?
No.
Do it this
No.
way.
No,
You-
it was actually the other way around.
You tell the story because right now you got people wondering about us. We are not kinfolk. We don't make out
No.
like that.
No, there was a contest at Fusions,
Is-
and
Is it
I had to take.
words wet? and
Oh my
t-shirt?
God.
No.
The
Oh,
truth
okay.
comes out, Scotty. I told you she said it wrong. She said it wrong, and everybody's going to start text messaging.
Yes, I did say it wrong, but I said it wrong on purpose.
Jesus.
No,
That's Joe
there-
Leaper. The truth comes out.
Wow.
There was a contest. I had to take.
Well,
my
Jen didn't take hers off. Why do you think she's not here anymore? I'm kidding.
I had to take my shirt off. Travis had to put my shirt on, and
How
then
about you explain it? It's a game.
It's a game.
It's
yes,
a frozen
game.
T-shirt game.
And I had to put.
They just don't know it's frozen.
Yeah, we didn't know it was frozen, and I had to put the shirt on that was going to be at my feet.
Okay, let me paint it better because
Well,
she's doing a horrible job.
I-
So what
You know,
happens
give me a
is
chance.
I go buy a bunch of these brand new white Fruit of the Loom shirts. They're all brand new. Well, you know, when they're in the package, they're already rolled up. So
Right.
what I do is I set them on a tray, an oven tray, whatever bar we're at. I don't do this anymore. I used to do this game. And I totally take the shirt out and put it in a pot, completely soak it full of water, set it back on the tray, take my hands and smooth out the shirt so there's no wrinkles, so you don't know anything. And they're rolled up like a burrito. And then I take a dry towel and run it across that first layer of shirt and wipe the water off so you don't see anything. And then I put them in a sub-zero freezer. And then what I do is I get all these people to go stand in. I take husband and wives, partners, put them in front of a stage. So they're all now with their back towards the stage facing the crowd. And what I do is I tell each partner to face their partner. And then what I say is, okay, here's how this is going to work. And I have an assistant walk out and take this shirt that does not look frozen and set it in front of all of them's feet.
But yet it's frozen solid.
But it's solid. I'm
solid.
talking
like a
I'm
ice
talking solid like a
Solid.
rock.
log. Okay.
And the game is, I say, all right, ladies and gentlemen, here's how we're going to do this. When I say go, I need the woman to completely take off her shirt and hand it to the man. Once she completely has the shirt off, she hands it to you. You then have to completely take your shirt off and put her shirt on. Once you have successfully completely put her shirt on, she has to bend down and pick up this shirt and try to put this shirt on. And then I have to repeat it 10 times because
everybody's drunk.
everybody's probably drunk. And I have to make sure it's very clearly known that you cannot bend over to pick up that shirt until
Until the guy
he
has his-
successfully
yeah.
has your shirt on.
Yeah.
And then I go, all right, are you ready? Okay, here's how it's going to work. When I say go, what I want you to do is I want the woman to successfully take her shirt off. As soon as her shirt's successfully taken off, then the man needs to take his completely off. Then put hers on. As soon as he has that completely on, you get to bend over and pick up the shirt and go. Are you ready? On your mark, you're set, go. So what happens is every woman in the world is trying to figure out how to get their shirt off.
Quicker.
Every one of them has on either a bra, an under wife beater type shirt, or a regular t-shirt because that's kind of mandatory. I don't want anybody naked. You know,
Yeah.
we can't be dirty about it. So what happens is, no offense, Stephanie, is you'll have a person of Stephanie's size where Travis can put on that shirt. But then sometimes you'll have a guy that's like Buddha,
Yeah.
who's 300 pounds and his wife is 99 pounds.
Soaking
And then
wet, yeah.
he has to put her shirt on. And that is hilarious. But what ends up happening is you end up having the woman that's either in the wife beater or in the bra standing there feeling so vulnerable. The guy who either has on a shirt that fits or don't fit. And now he's standing there. And then she bends down to pick up the shirt and then realize it's frozen. And the two of them have to play tug of war for 7 minutes to 10 minutes trying to get the shirt unfolded. And it's completely froze. And now she's most likely a little chilled because she don't have her shirt on. And she has to put on a ice cold, soaking wet frozen shirt.
Frozen shirt. And it was
Wow.
very cold. But Travis and I won. And you know what we won?
It
We won
better have been a free tab for the rest of the night.
in a mug this size.
You get a mug,
Bottomless beer.
that you can get it refilled.
There you go. Then it was worth it.
But most of the time, everybody's
we
doing
won-
it just to do it, just to be able to say they won. Because let me tell you,
It was funny that night. We won both of the contests.
when I froze the one at Fusions that they were at,
Oh
it,
my
it was
God.
just a zero type freezer. It was just like, below 32, not colder than zero. So I did one at a place called the Clubhouse in Macon. So I didn't know there was 2 freezers. So I go into the first freezer and set it on top of some stuff like, frozen meat patties or whatever else. And so I set it on top of this box. Well, apparently while the chef was cooking, it was in his way. So he picks up the tray with 12, half almost at the time frozen ice logs. He walks it into the next freezer. It's the sub-zero freezer. So it went from being, a 13 degree to a -6 degrees. Let me tell you, I seen people out there beating it on the wooden deck, taking a cigarette lighter, a Zippo, trying to melt it. I saw one guy run with the shirt to the bathroom, run it under the faucet, come running back out, and the center of it was still so froze. I mean, it was
Wow.
insane watching. I watched a man and a woman, one holding one end and one holding the other, trying to pull it like it was a carpet, like they were trying to stretch the carpet in the house.
Yeah.
Well, tell you talking about your bar games. When I was younger, there was a house party game that we would play. And one of the last times that I went to Mom's Country Showcase, I actually saw it done in the bar there.
Mm-hmm.
But I always called it the blanket game.
Blanket game.
The blanket game.
Never heard of it.
'Cause when you do it at a house party, you can only do it once, because when you give away the answer, of course, everybody else at the party knows what you're supposed to do. But again, one of the last times I went to Mama's Country Showcase, I actually saw it done there, and that was probably the funniest one time I'd ever seen the game played. But basically what you do is you get a blanket, go in the bedroom or go in the closet and get a full-size comforter blanket. I mean, at least full size that would fit at least a full-size bed.
Mhm.
Because what you want to do is you want to get your mark and have them stand in the middle of the floor. At Mama's Country Showcase, it was up on the stage, in the middle of the stage, and have them sit down in front of God and everybody, and you take the blanket and you cover them up with it, and you tell the person, take off everything that you do not need. And you would have people sitting there underneath that blanket butt naked. Well, the one thing that you don't need, the biggest thing that you don't need, the only thing that you don't need is that damn blanket.
Is the blanket. See what happens when you put drunk folks in stupid situations?
So
Wow.
at Mama's Country Showcase, they got this girl. I'm 6'4", and she was taller than I am. So she was 6'8", 6'9", maybe.
Oh.
She was one of those tall, gigantic Amazon women that you had to look up at.
Yeah.
And bless her heart, she was as drunk as Scooter Brown. I mean, she was just drunk as drunk could be. And that poor woman ended up sitting up on that stage with nothing on but her little G-string panties, trying to cover up with the blanket. And the DJ that was working the bar that night, of course, was trying to get her to take the blanket off, telling her that she don't need the blanket, and she didn't understand it.
That's too funny.
And of course, all the drunk guys were, 6 rows,
egging her on.
6 rows deep on the floor in front of the stage. Take it off, show
Yeah.
us, take it off. But the guy was and the DJ kept telling her, you don't need the blanket. Well, I can't take my panties off. You don't need the blanket.
What a reject.
But I can't take my panties off. That's all I got left. You don't need the blanket. And she was just,
not comprehended.
she just did not understand
Just
it.
not. Well, and it happens. It happens.
No,
Pardon me, y'all.
He explained it to her for probably a good 8-9 minutes
I'm going to have to remember that.
before he
that's-
finally
I'm going to have to remember that.
before he
because that'd
finally
be funny.
convinced her to take the blanket, wrap up with it, grab her clothes off the stage, and go get dressed.
What we'll do is we'll bring a like a canvas tarp out or something
Yeah.
and do that, because I always keep the tarp or something on the bus. So we'll do that at the next event, just to watch people do something stupid.
We can't do that at the kids' event.
What?
You said the next event. The next event
next
is the
adult
kids'
event,
event. But he didn't
Stephanie.
say that.
It was implied.
Leave it
You
to the
darn
redneck. Leave it to the redneck to think she's being smart.
What did I tell you this morning? You darn redneck.
Good Lord. Leave it
My
to the
Lord.
redneck. You can't do that at the kids' event. No crap.
Well, why not? We're going to try to get an 18-year-old drunk and sing in front of a bunch of naked folks. So
Yeah, why not?
why
Right?
not?
Hey,
let's
we're already
corrupt
going to
them young.
hell. I've already been told several times.
Let's get them all corrupted and start them young.
But yeah, so the story I was telling before the whole t-shirt thing, I went out to yesterday and got some shirts. Well, Travis wanted me to put the 4 on his new Just for Fun shirt, pink like his old one, and of course it had to be backwards. Well, the guy, he had a pink glitter. And so when I sent Travis the picture, he said that I should have got the pink glitter. So I showed the glitter to Scotty, and he's like, why would he want the glitter? I said, it's a backwards pink 4 anyways. So yeah, Travis
and it's
wanted
Travis.
Travis wanted the pink glitter. Scotty, he was just like, that's ugly. Because it is
It's not even pink. It's like a faded, stupid
Purple.
white. I mean, a stupid red.
Like
Yeah,
a
it's like a-
pearlesque color.
It looks like a faded lavender. It's horrible.
Yeah, it's not pink by no
When
means.
somebody picked it up and said, no thank you. That's what should have happened.
Yeah,
But leave it to the redneck who thinks duct tape is a color.
it is. It's silver.
It's duct tape.
It's gray. And if you
It's
walk
silver.
if you go into any store nowadays,
Hold
you
on,
can
Steph.
get
I'm gonna
you
ask
can
you
get
a question.
white duct tape.
Yeah, you can
black
get
duct
colored
tape,
black
You can
duct
get
tape.
Superman duct tape, Batman duct tape,
Steph,
Cheetah
duct
print.
tape.
what color's that?
Silver.
What color's that?
It's a dull silver.
What color's that?
Darker silver. Silver.
What color's that?
Silver.
That's gray. That's silver.
That's a darker silver. No.
You need an adjustment. Just lay there and take it.
Give me that monster I brought you.
No.
Give it-
You need an adjustment. You are
No.
not balanced
You are-
today,
you are
and we
cut
need
off.
we need to straighten you out.
Give it here.
No, it's almost.
It's
Cut off.
like if you had an irregular heartbeat, we'd have to clear. Beeps.
Well, that's. I got lost yesterday at the mall. I couldn't find my van.
Yeah, you just proved how redneck you are.
Steph, do you know why
You are the only person I have ever met that openly admitted on worldwide radio that I couldn't find my car in the parking lot.
Can I tell you
forgot where I
something?
parked and I was sober.
It's the ugly blue minivan. There wasn't that many of those at Stonecrest.
It's not ugly. It just needs a paint job.
Ugly.
Oh Lord, y'all!
Well, I was on the phone with Travis. I knew I had parked.
There's
in
your first
front-
mistake. You already can't multitask.
I knew I was. Well, I was getting
Steph,
fussed at.
I'm
He
gonna-
was
let me-
fussing at
I'm
me.
going to explain something to you.
I don't blame him. I
It-
don't know what he was fussing at you for, but I don't blame him.
Anybody that goes to Stonecrest, here's what you need to know. Parking anywhere other than this location is stupid, and I'll explain why in a second. Go park at the lower level of Sears where the lawnmowers are. The reason is, due to that being the tool section and the lawnmowers,
Camera.
there was a lot more cameras there than anywhere else around that entire mall. Due to the construction people that park there, due to the lawnmowers, and due to all the tools that come in and out of that door, that place has more cameras in that one area than anywhere else. Number two, not
Or-
that many people park there.
or park up by the movie theater, the food court entrance.
Oh
because
no,
there's-
dude! I've already learned that's horrible
Because there,
parking up
because
there.
well,
Yeah.
maybe horrible parking. You may have to walk a quarter mile to get to the front door, but walking don't hurt anybody.
No.
And
I mean, it's
there's-
horrible to
there's
park
enough-
there.
There's enough security and cops up there to keep anybody from
On-
messing with your car.
On a Saturday and Friday nights, there is. But on a normal daytime, I'm gonna tell you how screwed up this is. So a woman parked. If you look at where the front entrance of the theater is and what the back of side of the theater is, so the parking lot was so full, she was on this side of on the back side.
Right.
So me and Philip Snow are walking to our vehicle, and I look over and I say, "Philip, what is that?" and we're both standing there, and it's a set of about $1,000 golf clubs sitting in a parking spot where apparently it was ladies' clubs. Apparently, this lady opened her hatchback, took her golf clubs out, and this golf club bag came with the two little legs that extend so it stays upright position. She apparently had her golf clubs sitting out while she put something in her car, forgot to put the golf clubs back in there, and there was no car. Like we're walking out there, and we start seeing everybody's starting to eyeball this, and we start noticing this dude sitting in the car who apparently has been sitting there for a few minutes, like he's waiting to see if she's coming back. So we're already kind of drawing the conclusion by the amount of people that are starting to hover around this golf club bag that it's probably been there 10 minutes. So I then, while Philip Snow's standing there, and he works for the DeKalb County, so he's trying to call people to find out who's working this area to come over to where we are so we can leave. I'm now having to, 411 couldn't give me a number to the mall. I went to the .com and went to contact me, and still it took me 10 minutes to be able to get somebody on the phone. Then it took several more minutes to get a golf cart security guy to pull up. I'm thinking if I was getting mugged, we would have been already mugged by now. Now I know on a Friday, Saturday night, that's a busy, but in the daytime, it sucked to know we went through that much hell to get a security guy over there. If anybody would have flipped the camera around and seen all of us like hovering over a parking spot, a red flag should have went off saying something's going on. Yeah. But apparently nobody saw us. And then I'm thinking, if my wife
were working, the monitors were working,
the people weren't.
But the people were taking their nap. So
something. So it just blowed my mind. That's why I try to, and I'm not trying to criticize what you're saying. I know on a Friday, Saturday night, there's Cop Central right there.
Yeah, there's like,
but daytime sucks.
There's like 4 cops up there, 4 or 5 cops, and every one of the golf carts security.
Yes. And the other thing too,
there's a cop and or security golf cart going
moving. But here's the thing,
lane in the parking lot.
What people don't realize, here's another thing though, is a lot of the plain clothes people walking around are cops.
Security. Yeah.
A lot of times you don't know that when you're walking to your car and you see another guy walking he's undercover.
Yeah.
You just don't even know it. And that's what we found out through people that we know with DeKalb County. That you're thinking some dude's walking to his car, and it just looks like he's playing on his, phone texting. No. He's trying to look inconspicuous, and he's just helping you get to your car, and you don't even know it.
Yep.
Well, most
now some of them are trying to mug you, but most of them are.
Most and when you go into most grocery stores, and Walmart included, and I'm not a Walmart fan at all, but they usually have their security. Of course, they've got the cameras in the ceiling, and cameras.
But they got their people.
But they've got their security people in plain clothes, and they're usually walking around pushing a buggy or carrying.
I met Kroger's the other day.
A basket, and when I worked for a grocery store as a teenager, if I ever saw, I knew who the security guard was, and if I ever saw him standing in the checkout line, the person directly
that's who they're going for.
He was about to bust them.
Yep. Well, when I was standing the other day, because my wife, the Kroger bakery deli manager, we're standing there talking, and I was like, I kept looking at this woman, and I'm thinking, this woman's got half a buggy of non-perishables because they can't walk around with milk.
Yeah,
they got to have dry goods, and she's just kind of hovering, playing on her phone a little bit, hovering. I looked at my wife, and I was like, what's up with this girl right here? She goes, oh, that's one of our security people. And you would have never, if it wasn't for the fact that I was sitting at a table talking to my wife, noticing the woman had been there for several minutes, but apparently somebody had been seen doing something in the back, and we were at the entrance door, not the checkout door, but the entrance door, and she was hovering to see if the person was going to go out that door. Oh. And you would have never known. And then a few seconds after talking about it, I watched, and I don't know who she was following, but I watched her look up. She didn't really move her hands because she still looked like she's playing on her phone. She kind of looked to her right, and then I saw 2 buggies. So I don't know which one she was after, but I seen 2 buggies leave that department and start back going. But if you consider the front of the store, meaning between the cashiers and the end of the aisles, they were going back to the other side of the store, and she just gently takes her buggy and never lifts her hands up. She just looks like she's still playing on her phone and follow the person's.
Yep.
And I say that because it was one or two buggies. I don't know which one.
Right.
Pardon me.
Well, they won't try to tackle you until whatever they believe you may have shoplifted goes
out the door, right?
When it crosses the threshold, that's when they come and tackle you.
Yeah. And what got me turned around yesterday at the mall is I didn't realize JCPenney. Well, I didn't realize JCPenney had entrances on both levels, you know, the upper level and the bottom level. And I did.
Most of the anchor stores do.
Well, I parked in front of JCPenney, but I went into the mall entrance, which put me on the top.
In the entrance next to where Borders used to be?
Yes.
It's a clothing store now?
Yes.
Yeah. That's the entrance I used to always go into too.
So yeah, I went in there, and so once I got the shirts done, I'm thinking, well, I'm not gonna walk all the way back there. I parked in front of JCPenney. I'm just gonna go on the ground floor into JCPenney and go find my van. Yeah, it didn't work that way.
Didn't you realize when you were in JCPenney's that you actually went downstairs to get to where you needed to get, which means you would need to go upstairs to get back out to the parking lot where you were parked?
No.
Darn redneck.
Hey, but I got out, but then I ended up being turned around backwards, and
it's not the first time you've been turned around backwards, Steph.
And you just casually walked around the store,
and nobody asked me, and I'm bebopping around. I'm on the phone with Travis, getting yelled at and he was fussing at me because he said,
"Did you tell him somebody stole the van?"
No, he was fussing at me. Because
you know what Travis would say? Well, that's a lie, you dumb girl. You just can't find it. Nobody's gonna steal that ugly van.
Anyways, he was fussing at me.
It's so ugly that I can go down the road and spot her like she could spot me in the bus.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Nuh-uh. There's
seen
another
you
one in Conyers that looks just like it.
No, it don't look just like it.
Well, it's the same color, but the stripes are different.
So it don't look just like it.
From a distance, it does until it gets upon you to where you see the stripes.
I have passed you several times and tried to throw my hand out the window or toot my horn or something.
And it wasn't me. It was that other van.
No, it was you. I don't know any other 3-foot Oompa Loompas.
Anyways,
I have known you for over 20 years, so
yeah.
When I know it's you, I know it's you.
And let me tell you something. That's dangerous. When you pass
Stephanie with a steering wheel.
You do notice that she's in an Astro minivan. It's a taller van, more so than like my Honda Odyssey.
It's a conversion van.
Could you shut it?
But that's what it is.
Shut it. That has nothing to do with it being dangerous. The dash is higher than the steering wheel, and you notice when you drive by, the top of the steering wheel is about nose level for her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Give me that phone.
I do.
Everybody watching video, I want you to see this. Here's my microphone at nose level. You're driving, and you don't see the bottom of Steph's chin because the steering wheel's in the way. Here's dangerous when you see that over the steering wheel. If anybody's looking at me right now, I can't see the camera and you can't see my sunglasses, but you can see this damn pink phone.
Stephanie, I love you.
Stephanie, do not hold your phone while you drive.
Stephanie, I love you, but I have personally witnessed that.
I did too. I turned on Old Salem the other day, coming back towards my house, and my first thing was, boy, she's a creeper because she just left my house. Why was she at my house? So she's passing me on Old Salem, and I just turned on Old Salem, and I swerved at her to get her attention because all I saw was pink phone.
And she was driving in your lane.
No, I wasn't.
No, but I was afraid she was about to.
No,
So you do hold it. We heard you'd hold one.
Sometimes, but it's on speakerphone
So
when I'm talking.
So put it on.
I don't have a Bluetooth.
Put it on your leg in your lap.
Then he can't hear me.
And Kathy Bragg, y'all
Talk
being mean
louder.
to Stephanie. Oh,
no, they're not. No, they're not. I got
normal
thick
for us.
skin.
You damn rednecks that just stick together over
But
anything.
thank you,
won't
Kathy. I love you.
I've been doing this.
I do not want to join
20 years.
I don't want to join the redneck club if this is what you turn into. They give you a white hood and a 12 pack.
No,
Racist.
I got the purple hood. No,
The purple hood that you can't hear anything out of.
That is too
I
funny.
can hear perfectly fine.
That's because you have screwed up ears.
She hears what she wants to hear. Perfectly
Yeah,
fine.
that's about the size of it. No comment.
I just what am I supposed to say to that?
I don't know.
Let's shoot off to a commercial. That I can tell you. Oh, good Lord. Good Lord. What?
Well,
And
Good
when we
morning.
come back, finally someone has invented a beer mug that while you are drinking it, you can also give your arm a workout. So I'll have that story when
Oh,
we come
because
back.
because
we
that
need
is so important.
We need to talk about that while we're talking. We need to talk about that while we're and encourage people to drink and drive, since we're encouraging them to text and drive.
I don't text and drive. I'm talking on it
Then why is it directly in your face?
because my hand's on the steering wheel
So
with it
drive,
in my hand.
drive with one hand and talk with the phone over here.
No, because then I have to cock my head.
No, you hold the phone over here.
So we're going to go off to a commercial break. I got a song coming up. I think it's kind of funny about how we all watch everybody, because I was laughing yesterday about somebody that had messaged me that apparently either listens to the show, watches the show, or Facebook stalks me. But it's so funny. If you don't like me, then why are you watching me? Everybody will be right back.
It's rock and roll. No, it's rock and roll. New rock. Look up. You don't have it, but look up one of their videos. But that's the older stuff, which Years of Sorrow. I don't know if White Trash Girlfriend is on this one. Let me see. Yes, White Trash Girlfriend is on this one, and that's a pretty kick butt song. Oh, Richard's coming Monday now, also. Yeah. Is it Rick Richard? Okay. Yeah, which I knew him by that, but I didn't know the other. But yeah, what sucked yesterday is I was out there at the mall, which was right there by where my glasses are.
See this from Karen?
Where my glasses are, yes. And
I'm trying to talk about this.
I know, but I've seen it.
I'm looking for the mute button.
I don't have one.
I'll just push this one.
Trust me, the monsters are kicking in now. I'm awake now. But yeah, I'm out there by America's Best, and I'm on the phone with Travis, and I said, I wish my glasses were in since I'm already out here, so it'd save me another trip. I get home, been there about 30 minutes, eating lunch, getting things together with my neighbor while he was doing the yard work with me, and I get the phone call that my glasses are in. So I should have went by there.
This goes out to my stalkers. This goes out to my haters. This just goes out to everybody.
We used to have fun with this song. Because the idiot down the street. Or the idiot.
Ooh, yeah. Breaking news, Michael Myers versus Jason in the works. Would that not be neat?
That'd be very cool. Stephanie told you I played Michael Myers.
Oh, no. I didn't.
Yeah, that's another thing. When
Michael
you do-
Myers is the only one that's ever
And
freaked me out.
Me too.
I've got a Rob Zombie mask that I made to look exactly
Oh, really?
like
The
that.
reason Jason doesn't really creep me out is he's just right there all the time, blah, blah, blah. Mike
Well,
Myers,
that's-
what creeps me out is the whole, like, when Jamie Lee's washing something and she turns and then, he's right here. It's that element of surprise with him that makes me creepy.
Well, also-
he's silent. You never see him coming.
Yeah.
You never hear him coming. And he always walks faster than you could ever possibly run.
Well, and Jason is too far fetched. Where Michael Myers, like
Well,
somebody
Jason-
could actually,
Jason should have been, Jason's got to be a zombie at this point because he should have died a long time ago.
yeah,
I mean,
but
He was dead at the end of the very first part.
Right.
He popped up out of the
yeah, but with Michael Myers though, like somebody could actually put on a mask, and I'm sure they have, and go around killing people. And that's what freaks me out about it. Oh, there he is with Jimmy Van Zandt.
You have no idea, and I didn't realize this until the very first time I was in. How much of it.
Oh yeah.
Hi, we is back. So we're sitting here. There was two things I was about to say. Oh, I'm gonna cover it in two different directions. So I made a joke about stalkers and people watching me, and I find it funny for all the people that want to hate on me, but yet they eavesdrop on this show to see if I'll mention their names.
Mm-hmm.
So
And they
So-
call you when you don't.
yeah. So rumor has it this dude that likes to stand out and exercise his freedom of speech, and he can stand in public places and run his mouth all day long, and call me a punk and antagonize me and try to cause me to want to smack him. Trust me, I want to slap the shit out of him, but I don't want to go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
And he's that much. He wants to call me a coward, but yet he is a piece of crap of a human who wants to be a fly to a turd or a maggot to a dead body and wants to antagonize somebody by using his mouth and just keep on and on and want to cause violence. And the point I'm getting at, so rumor has it, he's going to come protest all my stuff. And I started laughing. I said, the funny thing is people know where he lives. So we can go stand in front of his house and protest him. Well, I dare you to try to protest in front of my house.
Yeah, come on.
Stand
come
in-
on with it.
Stand in front of this house because I can't get the traffic. Even with me screaming at the cops, I can't get the traffic to slow down. Can you imagine this dumb ace hold on. Can you imagine this dumb ace standing out there with his white sign when that landscape truck that comes through here at 70 every day?
Yeah.
Can you imagine him out there when the trash truck? How about, can you imagine them 3 school bus drivers? So Steph's at an event the other day, and one of them goes, yep, that's that guy. It ratted me out for speeding.
And it wasn't even me.
Well, you shouldn't be driving 65 and a 25, you reject.
Yeah, it was her old bus number or something. But yeah, in order for him to actually protest in front of your house, he has to stand in somebody's yard. At that point, it's trespassing.
He can stand on the sidewalk across the
I was about to
street.
say, as long as he stands on the sidewalk, he's in the right of way.
Yeah, but
That's public.
yeah,
domain.
but
Oh, yeah.
who's gonna care if he's across the street standing on the sidewalk? You know who's gonna care?
I'd stand out there and
No,
wave
no,
at
no,
him.
no, no, no. You know who's gonna care?
Him.
The 2 black folks, the 2 different black families. He's gonna be in front of their house screaming. One of them, I already know, will turn the pit bulls loose on you, and the other one is a nice young lady. I've seen her come out of the house with an aluminum baseball bat to beat the pit bulls. So let
come on with
me
it.
get this right. You come protest at my house. You don't have to worry about me because I'm going to be laughing at you and videotaping either the pit bulls eating you or the girl with the baseball bat hitting you. And quite frankly, I would just love to see you across the street from my house. It'd be hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Well, you can
Oh,
always
yeah.
go out there and water your grass too.
Well, no, I don't have to. My sidewalk is not on my side; it's
Right.
on his side.
But
But
you know,
but the catch is,
if you're out there with a water hose watering your
well, I wouldn't have
There's
to.
going to be an overspray.
If this idiot stood on that sidewalk when one of them big trucks came by holding a sign, it would be like a sailboat in a storm. It would blow him into the street, and they would be pulling a Suge Knight. Joe Leaper sends me a picture of my house. You know what's so funny is somebody said something about, I know where you live. No crap, I got a bus.
Half of Conyers, well,
I
half
can't
of
hide where I live.
Covington, Florida,
But
yeah.
I guarantee you ain't gonna come in my yard. I go ahead and guarantee you that. You should have seen me when I told a probation officer to get up out of my yard. Well, and I said, excuse me, sir, I'm not a parolee. I'm not on probation. You have no right to be here. You need to get out of the yard. Well, I said, you can call the cops and come back with the cops, but you need to roll up out of here. And he didn't like it. He's like, well. I said, do you work for the sheriff? He says, well, no, I work for the state of Georgia. I said, you're in Eric Levitt's county. This is Rockdale County. Do you work under Eric? He says, well, I do have to answer to him. I said, do you want me to call him or people under him? Who do you want me to call? Because they all know exactly who I am. And when I call, I'm going to say, I've asked you more than 3 times to leave my property and you're refusing to. And now it's fixing to get violent. And he's like, I guess I better leave. Yeah, I guess you better leave. You have no reason to be on my property.
Yeah.
So with that being said, we were passing. I just want to be very clear about the whole stalker, people acting weird. So listen, we just saw a picture saying that Jason and Mike Myers will be having a movie coming out.
Yeah, because he did. Jason
The one
versus
with Freddy was a little lame.
It was stupid.
It
yeah,
wasn't scary. Yeah, I watched it for the comedy factor.
yeah, it was fun.
It was truly, honest God, it was hilarious. But
Did Tim Burton?
Scary.
Did Tim Burton do the whole haunted Halloween Christmas story all wrapped up in one for this stupid crap?
No, thank God.
Now I'd like to see. Now don't get me wrong. Rob Zombie's first Halloween was good. The second one was pretty good. The House of a Thousand Corpses was pretty good. But some of his later stuff has now gotten a little cheesy. I mean, I feel like I'm supposed to drop some acid and watch his movies.
Everything past his Halloween franchise and Devil's Rejects and House of a Thousand Corpses has made me go, what the?
Yeah, like Lords of Dogtown or something like that. Something was the name
Lords
of it.
of Dogtown. That was a skateboard movie. You dope smoking hippie.
Well, what was it called? It was some Rob Zombie movie that was.
But it was not about
It
skateboards.
wasn't
No,
Lords
it
of Dogtown, I can tell you that.
No, it was about his wife was getting possessed by some music and it was stupid. She was a DJ at a radio station.
Okay, so back to that. Yes, you're right. When he did the first one, it was really good. I liked it. I liked the concept because he is a big Halloween person, and like the what was it? Whatever MTV used to do. MTV Cribs did a big thing about his house and all the cool stuff he's got. I would love to see him figure out a way to take the Munsters or the Addams Family and do it like real hardcore,
the way it should have been done, even back in the 50s.
Yeah,
I just think it'd be
awesome.
funny.
I'd like to see him redo that movie.
I don't know that you could do the Munsters because it would lose some flair, but maybe a real version of the Addams Family.
Yeah,
I was going to say
Addams
if we could
Family.
go back and turn the Addams Family, steer it out of the comedy genre and steer it into the thriller or
well,
horror
what I
genre.
wish that Rob Zombie would redo The Wizard of Oz.
Now that would be interesting
Because there is a movie.
that would be interesting.
Disney does not claim they did this movie, but there is a movie that is owned by Disney called The Return of Oz, The Return to Oz.
Yes.
That is the darker, twisted version, but it's a little creepy. It is a little out there because they're still trying to make it kiddish, but it's a little creepy.
It's kiddish in the sense that it creeps kids out and gives them nightmares.
Well, but what I'm saying kiddish is like the pumpkin head looking thing is kind of like the cartoonish stick figure kind of thing, and then the weird moose head is kind of a stick figure kind of thing, and like it's the old clay stuff that they used to do when they do Gumby.
Right.
So what I wish is
the
if
stop motion.
If you took the idea of the Wiz, the way they twisted it a little bit, but I wish they would take the Wizard of Oz and take the original book, put a little modern twist on it, kind of like they did with the last couple of Batmans, put more of a now updated version to it. Right, a little more darker version.
Make it
Because
believable.
you could make it really
make it-
cool.
If you believe in magic, make it. If you believed in magic, if you believe magic could exist, modernize and update it so that it is current, relevant,
Filmed better.
and plausible.
Yeah. Well, it's like when they did Oz. Johnny Depp should have played the dude that played Oz. Johnny Depp is crazy, kooky enough. The guy they got to play
James
the
Franco?
Wizard sucked.
Yeah.
He
I
sucked.
agree.
James
Yeah,
Franco?
whatever his
But-
name is.
but-
He should have stayed being the gremlin dude from Spider-Man.
The redeeming
Yes.
quality of that movie was Mila Kunis as the Wicked
Yeah,
Witch.
but it's
that
the-
was
I
that
know.
was the only redeeming quality of that.
But if they
of
would have had
movie.
that movie with Johnny Depp playing the whack job,
Oh, yeah.
because when they did the part where at the end where he's the great and powerful Oz, Johnny Depp could have pulled that off.
Oh yeah.
People can say what they want about Johnny Depp being a
Johnny
horrible
Depp is
person,
awesome.
but Johnny Depp is a whack job who can play so many different characters.
I was going to say Johnny Depp is probably Johnny Depp, without a doubt, is the modern age, Hollywood's modern age, the best character actor of the modern era, if not of all time.
Dude, if you look
'Cause
at
he can take any character he's given and put such a twist on it that, number one, you don't see Johnny Depp and you don't see Captain Sparrow or you don't see
right,
whomever, but you see
Willy
this-
Wonka, Tonto, the vampire from that other movie where the vampire comes back.
Dark
Right.
Shadows.
Then you think about who he did as Blow. I
Yes.
mean,
Yeah.
you start looking at the pirate. You start looking
Cry
at
Baby.
you start looking at what he's done
Edward
just-
Scissorhands.
the last 10 years. You go, holy cow. You look at the last 20 years. If you were to put all his characters in one room, the dude would be a nutcase.
Yeah.
Do you know what his very first movie was?
I don't
A
even
little
remember.
bit of trivia for you. His very first movie.
It was,
I don't know if he did any commercials or TV spots or anything before that, but his very
it
first,
was Nightmare on M Street.
the very first Nightmare
Yeah,
on Elm
that's what I was
Street,
going to say. That's the only
he
thing I
played-
knew
he was,
about.
He was Nancy's boyfriend,
Yeah, he was the one that got sucked in the bed.
watching Miss Nude Universe or something.
I don't
Yeah.
remember what he was
And the
watching.
thing
but I remember.
from that movie that I will always remember is when the old school AT&T phones picked up and the tongue comes out of it.
Oh my God. Yeah.
It does that to his mouth. I'm like,
Yeah.
holy cow.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Now, see, since we brought up Nightmare on Elm Street, when they remade it in 2011,
That was stupid.
no, it was not stupid.
Yes,
it
it
was
was.
honest. They made it honest to God.
I don't even remember seeing that one.
The original Nightmare on Elm Street was they portrayed Freddy as being a child murderer, which
Yes.
they remade his character into as a child murderer in the remake. But the part that was scary for me personally, being a parent, was that they reimagined him not only being a child murderer, but before he murders his children, he molests them.
Oh, so he
Yeah.
abducted and then did whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
that's
necessarily-
crazy.
Not necessarily abducted them, but did the stereotypical profile of,
Right,
of
right.
a child molester.
I need to
Pedophile.
watch it because
Where
I
they
don't
get-
remember
where they
watching
get-
that.
Where he gains the child's trust and takes them into a secret room.
Yeah, I need to go watch
or
that because I
something,
don't
and-
recall watching that. Let me tell you, there is nothing worse than remembering 1, 2, Freddy's gonna come for you,
Yeah,
3, 4, lock your door. I mean, you know,
Freddy's coming
that
for
song,
you.
I remember being whatever age, laying in my grandmother's floor, the lights were off, the TV glowing a little bit, laying in this quiet house and them jump roping on a sidewalk and
Uh-huh.
the dark image of somebody, and then you don't see the person walking down the sidewalk, but the cameraman goes down the sidewalk to the door of the house. I'm like, holy cow. Let's creep the hell out. Just Fun Radio.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Jacob from Tulsa.
Hey, just heard you guys talking about Nightmare on Elm Street, and I remember when that movie came out, I begged and begged and begged my mom to let me watch it, so she did, and I had nightmares for 2 weeks after that.
Oh, I'm sure.
The only one that really ever gave me nightmares, and it's because I'm terrified of zombies, was Night of the Living. Dawn of the Living Dead.
Well,
Yeah.
none of them never really gave me nightmares.
Which Elm
So to
Street
speak.
had Dawkins in it,
Or-
where they were at the where they were all in the psycho ward.
Dream Warriors.
Dream
was
Warrior, that was kind
three.
of a cool movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that too.
That was the third one.
But you said something about the TV having its soft glow on it.
hmm
When I was a kid, first time I watched Poltergeist.
Oh, that got
Anytime-
everybody.
Anytime
Oh, yeah.
the cable would go out or the
Yeah.
TV antenna would fall or whatever, and white noise on the TV. I mean, you're talking about me being,
Yeah.
And you know
8,
that-
9, 10 years old.
Look
and
back how
I made a
cheesy that
fold to
movie
the
is,
TV
though.
to cut it off.
And they remade it.
Right.
They remade it. It's supposed to be coming out later this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look how cheesy
Oh,
that
yeah.
movie was. Like when the rainstorm pops the caskets up in the pool. I mean, I'm just like,
Yeah.
That was, yeah. It gives you the
I was
willies.
really
at
young when
him.
that one came out.
It just gives you the willies.
do what? Do what, Jacob?
Sorry, Jake.
But I was really young when that one came out too. So
Yeah, man.
still
You,
remember-
you look at some of those
Yeah.
movies.
I'm just thinking about the dude that was eating the chicken and then he goes
He
into
gets
the
the maggot.
bathroom.
And I'm telling
No,
everybody,
he starts-
everybody, figure out a way to watch Strangeland with D. Snyder, where he
oh
plays
my
Captain Howdy.
God.
If you're into any kind of twisted, sick,
Psychological.
What was the name
it's
again?
called Strangeland.
Strange
D.
Land.
Snyder, D. Snyder wrote, directed, starred, and paid to make it, and it is sick,
Mhm.
friggin' twisted. You will never forget the words Captain Howdy
Yeah.
after
Really?
you watch this movie.
Yes.
Really?
You
Look,
will
I just got
forever,
chills.
ever look. Freddy Krueger ain't got nothing on Captain Howdy
Oh no.
because
I'm gonna
Freddy
have
Krueger
to-
is supposed to be all fictional, and Captain Howdy is like a whack job that lives next door to you.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna
Captain
have to
Howdy
check-
is
You remember that
crazy.
movie?
So,
Strangeland is the name.
Yes.
You remember that one movie? I can't remember what the name of it was, but the guy was like electrocuted, and then he turned.
Shocker.
into something-
Shocker.
Shocker. Yeah.
Yep.
That was
Anthrax, not Anthrax. Megadeth had No More Mr. Nice Guy. That was their hit
Yes.
song from that.
Yes.
right on.
And that would have been a good movie too, but it was a little cheesy. And then how about the other
Yeah.
one before that one that came out? It was all about the metal. It
Trick or treat.
was it Trick or Treat? It was.
Had
It was
Gene
nothing.
Simmons
Yeah.
in it?
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know, but it was nothing but a headbangers movie. Like every kind of headbanger you can think of was like doing cameos in this movie.
Yes, because Ozzy Osbourne
Right.
was in it and played the preacher.
The guy's like on the guitar and he's burned up. Oh yeah.
Yes, Trick or Treat.
I need to watch that again
That
just
I
to
would
see how
love-
lame it was. But
I
it's
would
still
love
cool.
for Rob Zombie to. That's the one I said I'd love to see Rob Zombie do a remake of that.
There's so many movies that could be redone.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
just the Annabelle horror crap. That was a bad movie. They should have never wasted their time on redoing that one.
Yeah, and
I'd like to
because
see a redo Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. That'd be a good one.
Yes, I
Really
want an
good.
updated, modern version, more of a Young Guns
or Cool
kind of
Hand,
twist.
Cool Hand Luke.
Right on.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
would
that'll
love
do.
to see a remake of a Cool Hand Luke.
That
But
was an all-time favorite.
would you film it? Don't get me wrong. Let me finish how I say this. Would you film it using today's technology to film it, which is what we want? But would you film it based on today chain gang,
Modern magic.
today's time, or would you still film it with all this new great technology, but still make it look like it was a movie based on a guy who went to prison back in the 40s?
I would still do it that way.
Right.
I would
I would
stay
do it
along
Yeah,
the-
that way.
Because-
I would do it that way,
You know,
with the
but
technology.
I would steer away from as much CGI as I could.
right?
I would try to make everything be filmed in
Because
a,
they
in
ain't
a real
nothing better than
location.
shaking it off, boss. Telling you. I'm
mean-
telling you those words, taking it off, boss, shaking it off, boss. That we make that joke all the time.
Got here.
Is a failure to communicate.
So I could just see all sorts
That
of
was
really
creepy
cool
by
stuff.
itself. That was
That's
honest to
good.
God creepy by itself.
And you know what's creepy is when I was in elementary school, we had this teacher that would wear these mirrored lens sunglasses and just taunt the hell out of us. And I never could figure out why. And then one day I'm watching Cool Hand Luke, and that dude pops by with the glasses on. I'm like, damn it, now I know why that teacher did that to us. Because it was psychological, dude. She played us. She watched the movie, and here's what's funny. Back then, I didn't notice it. I do now. But what kind of person are you that watches Cool Hand Luke and goes, I'm going to go to school, and I'm going to mess with children's brains? I'm going to flex the power that I'm a teacher.
Yeah,
So
that's
I'm
what
just-
all teachers do.
Yes, I know. It's just funny.
Or the
Just
Wraith.
funny.
The Wraith would be
I'll just
cool.
throw them on here real quick.
All right,
Say,
man.
free Suge Knight.
Free
I'm gonna get
Sig
off
Night.
here.
See you later.
Which,
Oh, you have a good day.
Bye bye. So
Bye, Jacob.
Chris with Ravens Renovation says he wants a Willy Wonka remake. I would love. Johnny Depp did again. Makes me feel like I needed to take a hit of acid to watch it. He did it. He did an incredible job playing Willy Wonka. But
Yes.
I would love to see like a twisted, not pot smoking hippie way of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, but like a Batman style Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, if that makes sense. I don't mean I need a superhero to beat up people for chocolate. I'm talking it'd be a little more where everything's a little darker, the factory's a little darker, the Oompa Loompas are more slaves than just
Entertainment.
yeah. No Oompa Loompas are going to be walking around singing. It would almost be like a Mad Max version of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate. But how about Mad Max is coming out, dude? Have you seen the previews of
I
that?
haven't seen the
Yes!
preview, but everybody
Holy-
is raving about it.
When I say holy sheet, I mean holy sheet. Charlene Diaz, I can never pronounce her name.
Me neither.
She is playing, as usual, another character. Like, she is the female version of Johnny Depp. She can look hot in one movie and look like a crazy person in Monster.
Yes.
So she's playing a person that's in this movie. And me and my wife were seeing the commercial go by. And I'm looking at this face, and they said, Charlene Diaz. And I'm like, that doesn't even look like her. But that's what I say every time we see
Yeah.
her. Because, she's able to be that chameleon.
But
Yeah,
you were,
'cause she
you were
did-
talking about doing the remake of Willy Wonka. I thought this when I saw the original remake of the Willy Wonka film.
The Johnny Depp version.
The Johnny Depp
Okay.
version. I would like to see Johnny Depp do a sequel with it, and where him and Charlie are working together. I mean,
Yes.
Where
I know
he's
that
teaching him
at the,
the
at the,
Teaching
end,
him
of,
stuff.
at the end of
I
the
just
film,
know
it,
that-
it kind of touched on it. They lived happily ever after,
Right.
moved the whole family into the chocolate factory, so on and so forth. But actually put it so that Charlie is doing.
Working.
He's actually running the chocolate
Right.
factory, and Willie's become
Being crazy.
he's running all over.
Right.
He's so nuts that he's actually causing.
More
Havoc.
havoc. Right. That's the
Havoc in-
thing is Johnny Depp could play such a whack job. Can you imagine this? And everybody's going to think I'm crazy for this. An updated, different version of Back to the Future where Johnny Depp plays the mad scientist
Oh my gosh, that would be awesome.
That would be cool.
who invents a time machine
That would be cool.
and find a better car than the DeLorean.
Could you see? I'm not a Doctor Who fan personally.
And I've never really watched Doctor Who.
and I never have.
But I
been.
am all about that
But-
time travel stuff, though.
But if could you imagine a Doctor Who movie?
Isn't that what
with-
Doctor Who is about? Is the time travel?
It's
But he's more of a spacey kind of guy or something.
yeah, it's time travel it's through different dimensions, and he's called Doctor Who because it's like James Bond. He always changes.
Okay. I
And,
remember the
like-
last time travel. And I used to know the names of these books, but the last time travel when they did was pretty cool because you see the guy end up was it H.D. Wells or whatever. That's all I don't know.
Yeah.
But I just think when you get into that realm, the possibilities are endless. I mean, hell, they're bringing out another Terminator. I'm
Yeah.
excited about that.
Which I still don't understand. If he's a freaking robot, how come he aged? Just saying.
Because they
the
make him
living-
that way. He's
the
living tissue.
The living tissue on top of the metal
He's a
robot.
robot.
He is a robot.
then
but
why
there-
decay?
There is
Because it's living tissue.
on top of it. That's the way they fooled the time machine to send a living organism back.
Just too far fetched.
It's too complicated for the redneck. to
No, it's too
understand.
far fetched.
No, it's too
But you
complicated for the redneck
But
to
you
understand.
put Burt Reynolds in a kayak. Woo! She's
No,
down.
no. I don't like Burt Reynolds.
You put
That's
John
Travis-
Travolta. You put John Travolta
No.
and Gillies. She is down.
No,
Hey,
I don't
boy,
like-
You, got a pretty
You put
mouth.
Harry with the Hendersons. She is down.
No, you put Jared Leto in a Speedo. I am down.
Jay Leno in a speedo.
Jared
uh,
Leto.
Who the hell is
Jared Leto.
I heard
Get
Jay
it
Leno
that? I
too.
heard
right.
Jay,
I heard
Jay
Jay
Leno.
too.
Jay Leno
No.
in a speedo on a crotch rocket. That's what I just
That's
envisioned.
what I
No.
heard. And all I can imagine is a chin being used
No.
as a oar.
No, I said Jared.
No,
Who the hell is
Jared
that? Who is
Leto.
that?
Listeners, please call in and help us out on this. Did she
You-
say Jay Leno?
I
or-
think that she painted a picture of Jay Leno.
No. You heard of 30 Seconds to Mars?
No.
He's the lead singer of 30 Seconds to Mars. He's also a star. He played in the Dallas Buyers Club as the transvestite.
Yeah, because I paid attention to
Or
the
the drag
transvestite.
queen.
Yeah, because I paid attention to her.
He played Michael
Speaking of the
Chapman.
drag show, we're doing another drag show. It's the Social House. I don't have the
Cool.
confirmed dates yet.
He played the guy that shot Lennon.
JR?
No, that shot Lennon. Michael Chapman. Wasn't that his name? Or David Chapman? Something like that.
How about you take one of them 2 damn devices you have there and pull me up a picture? Somebody
about I
called and
tell
somebody
about-
hung up.
How about
Google
I tell
is your
about
friend.
the mug muscle? Because I
Talk
was
about the
leading
mug
up-
muscle.
I was
It's
leading up-
10-10. Talk about the mug muscle.
She
And
was gonna talk
not the
about
love
that.
muscle, but the mug muscle. And then we got to talk about the Fragile Kids this weekend.
Yeah, that's what it's called. It says
Today is Friday.
Yes.
Son of a gun, I got to be there tomorrow.
Finally, someone invented a beer mug. that
Richard,
gives you
I can't believe you let me just forget it like that. Call in.
a beer mug that gives you an arm workout while you drink. No excuses to not swell up those forearms next time you want to do a little day drinking. The mug muscle holds 27 ounces of cold beer and has a forearm exerciser hand.
It's going to look
attached
like that
to the
thing that
handle.
goes, and your beers are going to be all foamed up.
No, which means you get to do squeezes on those forearms while throwing back suds. Drink beer, make gains. And it's only drink beer, make gains. That's what it says.
Well, I thought anytime that a true redneck drank beer, they were getting a workout
thought it was
with
the
their
beer
arms
curls.
anyways.
The 12-ounce curls.
Yeah. I thought
I
that would
don't-
work out for you anyway.
But
So,
this is
Yeah, but the weight decreases by the second.
but it's
not
it's
if you keep running to the keg.
That's right.
it costs $14.99 and it's got
It's got the
looks-
damn hand
It's got the
squeezer
little
on it.
squeeze.
What
Oh.
kind of crap is that?
So you can
and it's
drink beer. You can drink
$14.99.
beer and make your arms look like Popeye.
Some
Yeah,
idiot will
see?
buy it. If you build it, they will purchase it on Home Shopping Network.
And
I
turn
saved
rednecks.
I saved the picture and I'm going to post it on the fun page for those that are interested in seeing it. It's
Stephanie's already got hers ordered.
Richard Jackson, call in. Little Richard.
call now.
What was
Now.
that? What was that?
It was just one of my voices.
That's
They're
one,
they're
one
escaping
of the ones
from my head.
it's one of the ones that she hears. I know that's
See?
a little nervous, you know.
Like I
Okay,
said,
Sybil.
it's escaping from my head.
Good Lord. And you see, you brought in an energy drink, you crunked her up.
I will never,
You
ever
crunked her up,
ever
man.
make that mistake.
I had
twice.
to get
I'll make
woke
it 5 or 6
up.
times to make sure that it really was a mistake. But
Just dang.
I told her she was cut off. So
Just dang.
Uh-uh.
Richard Jackson, I need you to hurry and call in, little Richard. Come on.
Hopefully he's still listening. I haven't got a text from him in a minute.
I see that. What else we got? We're down to 10-13.
So a lot of people are getting pissed off at Tim McGraw.
Yes, I want to talk about this. What has happened?
He is supposed to be doing a concert to benefit Sandy Hook after that's where they had the school shooting. And it's some person is trying, it's a anti-gun organization and they're having a concert and he is the headliner of it. Him, Billy Currington, and who was the other one?
The problem is, how are you going to be a country guy? You're
and
supposed
be
to.
anti-gun.
You're supposed to have your boots on. You're supposed to have
Shades
your
bright.
belt buckle. You're supposed to have your hat on.
the rifle in the back window of the truck.
You're not looking too cool. Now, the problem is this, and I'm faced with this all the time. You know, you want to help a charity, but it's
Yeah.
not in your best interest to help that particular one. So how can you? It's hard because you need to do this for the kids for the school that got shot.
Right.
But how are you going to do it and not look stupid because it's an anti-gun thing?
But
That's
to
when-
him,
That's when you promote your own show and do it as a tribute, a memorial concert, whatever, and the proceeds go to the families who were directly affected.
well,
Yeah,
this-
but he's going to do
not
this
for-
event that's
Not-
being
not
held
for-
that way
Not for anti-gun laws.
just for fun.
Good morning, ladies and germs.
good
Germs, ladies
morning.
and germs.
Thank you.
So what's happening tomorrow?
That's the short abbreviation for gentlemen's.
Thank
All
you.
good.
Maybe that's what you little people say, but I don't know.
I hear you. Well, we're all germs. We're all small enough people to not notice that we're poisonous.
What'd you
So-
say? I couldn't hear you from down there.
Just always remember, the elevator always smells different to me.
Yes.
Wow.
Good morning, ladies.
He is,
Sorry.
well, oh, Stephanie. Good Lord.
Monster.
Good Lord. I don't have to
Wow.
worry about us men saying anything. Stephanie just said it.
Nope.
Stephanie, good morning, ladies. I
I'll
can't
just-
believe you just
I'll
said
just-
that.
Take my headphones off, turn my mic off, and go ahead and go to the car.
Anybody that was offended, send hate mail to Stephanie.
The
Holy
darn
cow.
redneck.
That whole being on her game is definitely proven true today.
She is on her game. Nick, she'll come in Monday like, I'm back. I will buy her monsters for every day of the week
No,
if
don't.
she'll
Don't.
be on her
Are
game.
you going to
Don't.
deprive me of sleep too, and just so I can have the monster?
No, but I'll
Oh.
get your daughter to do that.
No.
Good Lord. Do that. Can you open your eyes that wide again? I haven't seen your eyes that wide in 20 years.
Oh my God. Last time she go ahead. Hey, what you got going? So fill us in on tomorrow.
All right, tomorrow. So far, we're still a go for sure.
Cool.
And kind of watching the weather and everything for for this area and all that. So it started off bad earlier in the week, stating it was going to be about a 90% chance, but throughout the week they've changed it, and it's down to a 30% chance. And
Yeah.
it's not supposed to start until late afternoon. So I'm
Cool.
hoping everything works out good. Looks like we're on the good page for it. So I'm ready. I
Did
mean, it's what's that?
Did you get the word that the petting zoo is going to be there?
I have not. I'm honestly thinking that they probably won't, due to the fact that Jennifer has tried to contact them on several occasions, and I'm not sure if they're just out of town booked, but that they haven't returned our call.
It'll be
Oh,
okay,
well, that
Steph. I'll
stinks.
have some people pet your head and make you feel better.
No, I wanted to hold the Cayman.
I tell you
Why?
what, I'll bring a Cayman suit and you can just hold me.
That's right.
I'll bring you my boots.
Well, I was gonna say, just bring her a belt or
I'll
something.
bring you my
Yeah,
boots.
there you go.
Look, JD Spivey just typed. Good morning, ladies. I just about fell out of my truck laughing. Stephanie,
Love it.
that was hilarious that Stephanie said it. Stephanie has stepped up her game. Stephanie wants to prove she is my number 2, and she is going to prove it.
I
Good
didn't
morning,
realize I
ladies.
said-
Are you trying to say she already smells the part?
Ah.
Stephanie,
Exactly.
Stephanie is a number 2, ain't she? I told you she was the sheet.
She's the same height as me, so I couldn't tell you.
That's right.
So,
Actually, I'm taller than you.
only a minuscule.
Wow.
Stephanie walks around on her tiptoes just so she can say she's taller than Little Richard.
Right.
Yep.
All right,
Wow.
so let's hear it.
Platforms.
So tomorrow morning, 30% chance of rain. Not till tomorrow afternoon. We got this.
I like it. I'm ready.
What time do I got to be there? Ride starts at what? 8:30 in the morning. So that means I
8:30
need
is
to.
registration.
What?
8:30 is registration.
So I
You
need
don't
to be
actually
there.
have to.
Right. So I just
Yeah,
need to get there around 7 at least.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm gonna be
somewhere
there
around
probably
then.
5:30 or 6. Me and Jennifer. So in case the vendors start showing up, because pretty much the vendors will probably be setting up around 8.
Yeah. See, I'm looking at a weather report for tomorrow. 12 a.m. showers all the way up till 5 a.m. Then at 6 a.m. it calls for foggy. By 9 a.m. mostly cloudy. 10 a.m. mostly cloudy. I'm sure it gets better by the day. I mean, by the minute, by the hour. If I get there now, I can be there tomorrow. I'll just be sleeping in the parking lot.
Because, yeah, we're going to have to go help you set up. We have to be at the ball field at 8:50 for pictures with Ashley. And then do her game and then come back.
Okay. Sounds
Yeah,
good to me.
according to this little weather app, you're supposed to get a high of 81 degrees with 40% chance of rain tomorrow. Rain showers in the evening will evolve into a more steady rain overnight.
Cool. Well,
There
we
you
got
go.
this then.
I like it. I'm ready.
Mhm.
All right, man.
Ugh.
Well, we're at that 10:19. I appreciate you calling in. We need just a little clarification on tomorrow.
Oh yeah, Fragile Kids Foundation, Fragile Kids Ride, and Just for Fun Day, and 8:30 registration. Kickstands up at 10:30. 25 for rider, 10 for passenger, and think what else I got to say on that. Pizza will be there for purchase for people that aren't riding. 2 slices, and I think we're going to have Coca-Cola products and cold beer. So we will.
Cold beer? No, sorry.
Beer.
Steph's like, yep, we'll get back about 9. That'll be about right.
Yeah, we bought just
Steph will be
enough
first
for
in
Steph
line.
to be able to participate. So
Listen, he was thinking about you, Steph, because you wanted the petting zoo,
Yes.
and you want a drink, so we bought you some ponies. He bought you a little something.
A little something.
Now, if you
How
try
you
to
doing?
now if you try to lift the tail on it, I don't know what to tell
Oh
you.
my goodness.
Oh boy. That's just
All right. Well, thanks a lot for calling in, sir. We'll see you in the morning.
you got it, bro. Take
All
it
right.
easy.
Bye-bye.
Bye, little Richard.
I had to delete his picture because I was scrolling, and all of a sudden there's my wife holds these again.
Oh. But real quick, getting back to the Tim McGraw thing, the reason why Tim McGraw is doing this, and I don't know if a lot of people haven't actually done the research, his fiddle player is actually real good friends with one of the fathers that was killed. So he has a personal reason why he's doing this.
And
being
I
labeled?
can understand it and respect it, but why do it for an anti-gun
That's what
charity?
I'm asking, though. Is it being labeled as an anti-gun event?
No,
Or is it being labeled as
like a memorial?
I'm doing a
or
memorial tribute or blah, blah, blah?
It's a memorial tribute concert with all proceeds going to a nonprofit organization that carries out a mission of protecting children from gun violence.
Well,
So
then that's protecting children. That's different,
that's
dude.
entirely different.
I applaud them. I mean,
Very
I
good.
applaud them for that.
Very good.
The way that the Facebook's been painting it is him and Obama are teaming up doing an anti-gun concert.
And that's not what it is.
Okay, so I applaud him for that one.
And he's catching he's
catching hell though.
He's still catching flack for it.
Well, because we were both making assumptions by what we probably thought, and now we know. I mean,
And it says that because of all the backlash, Billy Currington has now dropped out of the concert.
well, Billy should be doing a meeting at AA because he's pretty good at drinking.
Drinking beer.
And hood sliding like Bo Duke.
So Billy
Yeah.
Currington backed out because of the flag.
Yeah.
Wow.
What a win.
So
But
now-
Tim McGraw is a whole lot bigger of a star than Billy Currington.
Get Aaron Tippin to come in there because he'll tell you that if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
Yeah.
or to kiss this.
Yeah, that too.
And he doesn't mean his rosy red lips.
All right. 10:22. What else we got?
Uh,
I mean,
Yeah.
you don't have to have anything. I didn't know if there's anything else we were trying to squeeze in.
Oh, Suge Knight.
Free
was-
Suge Knight!
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's going to happen.
Damn it, man.
Because they did find that he's going to be held, he's going to face the trial. He's going to have to stand trial. But they did lower his bond to $10 million.
My whole catch thing here is if anybody would have been put in his situation, they would have reacted the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's Suge Knight.
I know.
So they're trying.
So they got to make an example.
They're trying to make exactly. They're trying
But
to make an example.
any human being that sees, okay, let's just paint an image here. Any human being that gets put in this situation is going to do that. And the reason I say that is 2 days ago on the news, they showed a guy that just got his security permit to work in Atlanta 2 months ago.
Yep.
He claims in this parking lot at this restaurant, he claims that this white SUV, little small like Mercedes type, or Kia, that egg type SUV.
Right.
He claims that they bumped him in the parking lot. He then walks out of the parking lot where they are now sitting in traffic. He walks up to the hood of the car and starts smacking on the hood, yelling at him. He then draws his gun. They turned the wheels sharp left. I can't remember if they backed up first or what, but they drove around him. As they drove around, he pulls, unloads the gun,
Shattering
the windows, and now he's going to prison for this.
Yep.
But the person's reaction was to try to get away.
Yeah.
You got a gun. First reaction is try to get away.
Right.
They said they never saw this guy. They never bumped this guy. All they know is he was chasing them down, smacking the hood, pointing the gun. They tried to get away.
All right.
Take away the fact that Suge Knight, black gentleman pulling up into a to-go restaurant.
In a
One guy walks up,
Or not even on the rough side of town.
It doesn't even matter.
Any
Guy
side of
starts
town.
walking up raising hell, you're going to get away. Hello, it probably wasn't 10 years ago. 2 black guys sitting on the bridge on Memorial Drive, fixing to get on 285. Both gentlemen are older, 60s plus. One is on the way to the VA. So the one driving is taking the black gentleman in his passenger seat to the VA. The only reason I'm bringing up black is I want people to see that this is a black thing. When I say this, you'll get my point. So 2 black guys on the way to the VA. A black gentleman that got pissed at them because they didn't turn left or whatever, starts road rage, gets out of his vehicle, runs up to the driver's side, starts smacking on the driver's side door window of this older black gentleman, beating, raising hell. The black guy feared for his life and popped off a 357 through the window and shot the guy. So people want to scream black on black crime. No, what it was a civilian felt threatened.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he reacted.
Exactly.
The woman that got the gun shot at her, when she seen the guy standing there with the gun, she reacted. Get away. Suge Knight sees a gun. He throws it in reverse. There's a car behind him. Sorry the dude with the gun got hit. Tough crap. He can't back up. There's another assailant walking up. You don't know if that guy's fixing to kill you. You put it in drive and drive. I'm sorry, the guy that got hit the first time got hit a second time. Eddie Murphy would have told you to back up, try it again.
Run over again.
But it happens.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
but the way the law has been structured now, it's the law, it protects the criminal and and punishes the victims.
Yes, it does. Perfect example of what went down in the neighborhood a couple of years ago. You remember that with the guy getting hit in the head with the baseball bat and all that. Yeah, we were treated as the criminals when it happened in our carport, basically driveway. But we were treated like the criminals, and the person that did it everybody was protecting him. The law was protecting him while he was stalking us and being, just awful to us. But we were like prisoners in our own home. But back to Suge Knight real quick.
Free Suge Knight.
After he was ordered to stand trial, he was taken.
I bet you I'm about the only white guy besides Jacob that's screaming free Suge Knight. I think he's getting the wrong end of this.
But he was taken to the hospital. Knight has diabetes and there's a blood clot near his lungs. They're not saying why he was taken to the hospital or what his condition is right now, but he was taken to the hospital.
Wasn't he also shanked in jail
I think a couple years back?
No, I'm talking about recently.
Oh, I don't know. I know he got shot not too long ago. Let's take this phone call. Yes, sir.
What's going on, brother?
What's happening, man? Trying to squeeze out the last couple of minutes. What you got?
I'm watching a pretty neat little thing here about the what's his name down there?
Geraldo.
Nathan Deal.
Yes.
Your
never
governor.
did get on that where he
What's going on?
Yeah.
Where he signed the bill yesterday.
So he signed. Let's get this right real quick. We'll take a couple minutes to go over. He's now signed to legalize medical marijuana.
Yes, and he almost
medical marijuana only.
Miracle marijuana oil.
Miracle or medical?
Medical marijuana.
It'd be a miracle if you don't
oil.
smoke one on the way home. No, I'm just kidding. Steph would never do that.
Not medical marijuana, but cannabis extract.
Yeah,
okay, so it's only legalized medical marijuana oil.
Yes.
So there is no legalization of you smoking a joint
right
down the road.
But they did say that there is someone that is trying to put another bill or another law into play where you can grow it here in Georgia.
Yeah, the next bill they're going to be doing will be rolling up some off the table.
Half of Georgia's legislation this year was wrapped up in trying to get some form of marijuana legalized here in the state.
Because they know there's going to be money made off of it.
Sure. As soon as
the revenue will be amazing.
As soon as you tax it and regulate it, that's just more money for us to give away to build our debt. So
yeah, but it was pretty cool.
Well, there's a couple of different things for it. One is, first of all, it takes effect immediately.
Yes, because the little girl that the bill was named after was given the first legal dose live on the news.
This was
after
the girl
it was
that
signing.
was
Haley.
family that was going to move to Colorado or something, right?
Yes, Haley.
Okay.
Yes.
Haley Cox.
Yes. Because trust me, I've been watching this.
Is she friends with Courtney Cox or Kayla Cox?
Lord have mercy.
If anybody researches Kayla Cox, you're going to hate me for saying that name.
I hate
So
you for
what this
referring to
law?
Courtney Cox.
So what this law is, you have to have a physician's recommendation.
And it's only, there's only 7 symptoms or diseases that you can have this medical oil.
Well, I haven't seen that. I mean, they use examples of certain diseases. I don't know that they've put a label on which ones it could go or not, but it does say that it's on the physician recommendation or physician referral that is for possession up to 20 ounces of 5% THC extract.
Yeah, they did in the law that he signed yesterday.
Look at that
they
picture,
did state
Stephanie.
that it's only for 7 illnesses.
Stephanie.
Specific. I'm not looking at that.
I was trying to show her. That's Kayla Cox. That's who.
I don't want to know who Kayla Cox is.
That's who Charlie Sheen hangs out with.
I don't care.
Okay.
He's being mean.
He's
Sorry,
covering his
Greg.
eyes.
Greg.
You ruined my entire weekend before it even started.
That's Kayla Cox. Charlie Sheen has gotten caught with her, or him, or whatever. Shim.
God.
Yeah.
Ba-doop boom.
So, my question, going back to this medicinal thing, we have bureaucrats deciding what's medical and what's not instead of doctors again.
Yeah, because the only symptoms, well, ALS are the only diseases. ALS, when such diagnosis is severe or in the end stage, seizure disorders related to diagnosis of epilepsy or trauma-related head injuries, multiple sclerosis, when such diagnosis is severe or in end stage, Crohn's disease, mitochondrial disease, Parkinson's disease, and sickle cell disease. Those people are the only ones that can get it right now. And so
people who have cataracts or epilepsy or glaucoma.
Yeah.
That word?
Yeah. So, but hopefully it'll get they'll see that it's working and it'll get a broader spectrum, because I think there's
red tape and bureaucracy again.
Yeah.
Well, the thing to do if you're a pothead in Georgia is to become a guinea pig, because it also legalized clinical trials.
Yeah. Well, I'm all for, some of the listeners don't know, some of them do. I have a daughter with cerebral palsy, and I see her struggling with muscle spasms daily. And if I knew that this medical marijuana would help her in relaxing
because that
her
street shit
muscles,
from behind Quick Trip ain't helping. Sorry, I said sheet. Go ahead.
I would give it to her in a heartbeat. No questions asked. And I'm all for it.
As long as it's legal.
Yeah, as long as it's legal.
That's the whole thing is,
Oh, boy, here we go.
Well, it's just because you can't do something illegal and then get pissed because you get busted. I mean,
or pissed because you get your kid taken away.
Them damn cops, man, locked me up because I got a DUI. Well, you should have been driving under the influence, jackass.
Yeah,
or get laws for a reason.
So,
yeah. And get pissed because your kids are taken away because you're injecting them or giving them marijuana oil, and it's not legal to do it yet.
But the difference is if you're doing it for your kid, that's where this is such the fine line of the seesaw effect.
Yeah.
It's illegal, but it's to help a kid with its suffering. So should it be illegal? And that's what all these people are battling out in court for.
Yes.
Somebody getting high while they're just sitting at home because they got nothing better to do with their life. Well, that makes you a bum.
Yes.
The kids.
Well, Haley Cox is kind of getting praised for this, bringing this to fruition. But it all started back with that little 7-year-old kid in Augusta, whatever his name, Weaver, I think his name was.
Yeah, the one that passed away.
Yeah, Preston Weaver.
Yes.
So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. This Epidiolex or Epidiolex or whatever the oil is.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's the big push right now. So
I don't know. All right, man. Well, we're gonna kick it.
We'll have to do some Epidiolex enemas.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, why not? Janet Jackson was paying for coffee enemas. You know.
There we go.
Now Steph will be wanting a Monster enema.
No, I'm fine drinking them.
Okay. All right, Craig. Let's get out of here. We'll see y'all later, man.
Right.
Thanks for calling. All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, everybody. Oh, did he say free Suge Knight too? Or did he say I appreciate you?
I think he said I appreciate you.
Man, I thought he said free Suge Knight.
I don't know.
So because JD texted and said free Suge Knight. Now that makes 3 of us screaming free Suge Knight.
Scotty.
Yeah.
Free Suge Knight.
I'm just saying he didn't do anything we wouldn't have done.
Free Suge Knight.
So there you go. You got 5 people on board with you.
I'm gonna go down to Popeye's Chicken. If
Hey, there's the geeses.
If somebody tries to hit me, somebody put a hit on me, I'm gonna run over. And you let a jackass who's trying to hit me with a Bible and a sign. I know he ain't gonna outrun the van.
And the geeses are hollering free
I
Suge
know,
Knight.
I'm just joking with everybody.
See, they're still doing it.
Yeah, that's what they're saying, Steph.
Yeah, it is.
All right,
well,
everybody.
really, they're saying,
Everybody,
don't do that
just
again.
Don't
do that again ever.
Don't feed the animals.
Don't.
But I was hungry.
Jesus Christ! You're supposed to eat the animals. Hello. Hey.
Just for clarification, it was free Suge Knight.
Awesome! Awesome! All right, man. We'll see you later.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
I just truly now, Craig. I know I don't want Craig to call back because I know he will. I don't mean this to be wrong. I'm just using this as an example. If Craig was being faced with that situation, he would do it. You would do it. Stephanie would do it.
Oh,
in a heartbeat.
do it.
Stephanie would do it and then get out of
I don't even have to see a gun or a knife. If you're beating on my car or threatening me through my car window, my windshield, yeah, I'm.
The problem with Steph, though, Steph's going to get out, pick her mirror back up, duct tape it back on, then put it in drive and drive over the guy again.
After she puts her phone down.
I didn't see him wave a gun at me, Your Honor. I was texting. All right, everybody. We'll see y'all later. Here comes some Tesla.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Have a good
Hey,
weekend.
I'm interrupting Tesla, but listen, JD Spivey requested a couple of songs, and of course, as usual, he's requested some Dustin Bragg. So here comes some Tesla to drive home to, sir. And here comes you some Dustin Bragg. Everybody have a great day. I got to get up there to Rob's performance. Everybody, we'll see y'all on the flip side.
Bye, y'all. Are we off?
Free Suge. Tubby's yelling free Suge too.
Is the video camera? That's too low. You're too late, Jacob. Unless you want to stop. Are you going to stop?
Go.